no, Shanika Johnson, I'm coming for you and for my belts again.
Be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm used to this. I love bodies. Love tall people. Got a good bag for you. Saturday, good bag for you. It's about 80 inches, 82 inches. Nah, I'm on weight right now. We can hit the scale. Where you at? You got like 35 pounds? Like 74 right now?
You get along with some people, we don't. That's fine.
He's no caliber of his daddy.
Now you're mad at yourself. You're not even mad at him. You're mad at yourself.
Now I say how it is.
It's gonna be a battle of mental in there, I think.
Even though he's not fighting a champion, Tim Tszyu ain't a tuna.
For me, I think a one-sided fight.
Errol Spencer's gonna come, and we're just both gonna bang on in the middle. This fight, the magnitude of it, I think this is for the Aussies.
He is Mr. Idol Hickman.
Giddy up, gotta go. Steady put on for the 2 and 4. Triple D jealousy, should've known that we sip on that drink, no, we steady bold. Straight out of 10, shit get hectic. Look at the sign before coming down. One with the 7, just 17 with a whole lot of motherfuckers water now. Check out the boots when I step, you don't want me to step on your face and take away your taste. I got some partners, clutch on murder weapon. That little 6-shot would not leave a trace.
Who's the face of Zuffa boxing?
I mean, that's clear as day. I am the face of Zuffa boxing. I am the best fighter on the team, and I feel like now Zuffa gonna take over the sport of boxing with me.
You don't know nothing about me, so you're not gonna understand anything.
Of course, but I didn't understand that. It's good shot, man. It's not good performance. It's good shot. The fight was for what, like 1 minute.
You went 11 rounds with someone that's not a world-class fighter, so I dispatched him in 1 round. So that shows that I'm a world-class fighter. But at the end of the day, like, them accolades won't fight for you.
Last one of them, when they see me, they be Joe. No matter who it is. Yo, bro, I'm not your bro. I don't hang with no boxing people. All these fighters, they see me in person, they want to shake my hand, be Joe. I'm not playing with these. I really will put my hands on these guys. I'm not playing with y'all. No matter what y'all think or what y'all say on the internet, bro, don't play with me. I'm dead serious. I get like this. You feel me?
Boots, man, welcome to the pivot. You're in a place where everybody they put in front of you, you annihilate.
37-0, 32 knockouts. A lot of times fighters tend to get complacent.
If it get easy, get them out of there. In boxing, is anything can happen.
You said you can Floyd Mayweather and you can Tyson. Those are some big shoes to fill.
I feel like I can go in any fight and do whatever I want. I'm gonna go take them belts from them and show the world.
Channing told Bud there's a certain number you'd come back from.
You don't worry about what retired people do. We talk. Just the Boots era, he know. It's different over here, I'm trying to tell you.
He slipped up wanting to be Philadelphia famous instead of world famous.
My dad and my brothers, they created this monster. I really fight like all three of them in one. I could have been in the streets. They kept me on the right path, kept my mind right, and that's why I'm here today. I'm glad I had the right family around me to push me.
What's the grind? Because you always hear it, get it from the mud. You was in the mud. you had 2 pair of homes.
Does Boots Promotion promote heavyweights?
Come on, you ready?
I got about 45 seconds of pure hell in him. And I'm gonna have an asthma attack, and I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, I'm caught. Here is how I have to react.
If you get hit, you gotta be in mindset like, I don't feel it. Don't get hyped, don't panic. Don't go crazy, because you're gonna get it back eventually.
I just got hit in my face.
You gotta work on your defense. You don't want to get hit.
I need to stay calm, and I don't need to panic. And she gonna punch me in the face.
You want to be the face of boxing?
I am the face of boxing.
Simple as that.
how will you know when your time in boxing is over?
Yeah, you gotta have the skills and ability, but you gotta have the mindset too. You gotta know in your mind that you gonna do everything you say, believe in yourself, believe in your work ethic. It definitely shaped me as a person, and that's something that I don't want to feel ever again. I'm not gonna ever feel it again.
I don't know if y'all can hear mother or not. Man, oh man, oh man, my apologies, everybody. I was out and about, honey. I had some things to do, okay? But we are here now. It is fight night, although, whatever, Diego Pacheco. But Alberto Preo is also fighting tonight. There's a pro box card on. So, honey, flippity, 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 the channels we shall flip. Okay. Salute to everybody who is in the building. Like I said, I know I am late, child. Oh my God, 100 years late. But let's get into some news. I saw some stuff I wanted to talk about. Obviously, by now we've all saw that Ariel Helwani interview that almost sent mother into a frenzy, but I was able to gather myself long enough to try and get a live together and come over here and talk to the good people. Now, I am going to go on a rant, okay, but it ain't about that. It might be about that, but it's not going to be completely about that. It's about something else that I have been peeping, but I hadn't really said anything because I wanted to see if anybody else had noticed what I noticed. But we're going to get into that. First thing we're going to do, however, is the news, because I got to let y'all know what's happening, okay? Now, some of y'all do check the community board, which is great. And for those of y'all who don't, I sometimes I just kind of make sure I gloss over what I post on the community board just to make sure everybody keeps the same, brain focal point and we know what we're talking about. So the first thing I'm going to address is EJ. Okay, he finally landed in Australia. Child, when I see him get off that plane, I was like, oh, it look kind of scary. What is them kids doing with all that stuff on their face? But nevertheless, okay, this fight is now going to take place at 160 pounds, and I'm going to give my thoughts on that a little bit later. But it has now moved from a catch weight of 158 to the full 160-pound weight limit. Okay, apparently, he just wanted to be more comfortable. Change obviously came as a surprise, but Tim Tszyu, he said he doesn't really have a problem with that. Tim Tszyu also trains trainers. He will now be working with, I think it's 4-time world champion Hall of Famer Jeff Finch. So there was a couple of changes with that particular fight. So I ain't mad. I mean, as long as they happy, I'm happy. Whatever. We're going to talk more in detail about the Spence fight in a little bit. But I just wanted to give y'all that news. He did make it. They upped the weight. Speaking of that card, as we all know, and like I said, I did post it on the community board. Jamar Charlo's fight is off. Okay, unfortunately, Australia did not grant him access into their country. Not sure for what reason. I do know he was arrested about a month or so ago on a DWI. I don't know if it's because his DWI is current, because we also know that previously EJ had a couple DWI. So I'm not sure. The information was kind of vague. If I find anything out, obviously I'll bring it to y'all. But unfortunately, he will not be on that card next weekend. Now, previously, I know that Stephen Fulton was also having issues getting his passport, but it appears as if he has been successful and he has also landed in Australia. He did have a birthday this past week, so happy belated birthday to Stephen Fulton. He is in Australia, and he will be competing in next week's event. So I know for a while we was like, what in the heck is going on with this card? Hopefully, because those were two of the main fights I really wanted to see. So I'm a little bummed that Jamal won't be there, but we get to see still what Stephen Fulton looks like. And obviously the last time we saw him, he was getting outclassed by Oshaki Foster. So hopefully we'll see him taking his craft a little bit more seriously and come back with a bang, because I like Stephen Fulton. Sometimes I think he's not as focused as he could or should be, but I like Fulton. So we'll see what he got going on. Okay, we'll definitely keep our eye up on him and see how he progresses. Now for my girl, man, Amanda Serrano, 49-4 with 32 knockouts. Okay, she is back in the ring again. God damn it! August 21st against Lucrea Mizar, 14-4 with 7 knockouts for the Unified Championship. Okay, this is going to take place in California. We're going to talk a little bit more about Amanda as we get later in the show. But I just wanted to let y'all know she does have another fight coming out. You like, Jab, didn't she just fight 2 weeks ago? Girl, Amanda is busy, active, and she is actively looking to break Christy Martin's record. So I am not mad at her at all. I'm extremely happy for her. Now let me tell y'all something about these people. Some of these people work my nerves. Let me tell you something. Okay, so did I even take his screenshot? I probably didn't, because he makes me write sick some damn times. Nevertheless, Eddie Hearn seems to think that Devin holds Zuffa boxing leverage. And we're going to talk more about that in a little bit, because I did have a snippet from Eddie. Matter of fact, no, I'll play one once we start the show. So we're going to talk more about that anyway. But Andy Cruz will be moving down in weight to 130 pounds after his fight tonight. We know that he's on the undercard of Diego Pacheco. And after this fight, he plans on moving down to 130. Child, don't ask me why, but the baby is moving down to 130. Well, the grown man, because we know Andy Cruz about 43 years old. But he will be moving down in weight to 130 pounds. Okay. I told y'all about Jermell Charlo unfortunately not being able to get into Australia, which is kind of a bummer, because like I said, man, I was looking forward to seeing him in the ring again. We know last time he fought Thomas Lamana. What was that, last year on the Caleb Plant undercard? Things obviously did not go as planned for him. So that stinks, but nevertheless, hopefully, he'll get something stateside and maybe get him back in the ring sooner rather than later. Okay, there is a purse bid for the women's vacant WBO at 122 pounds. Okay, Ramala Ali versus Makia Krebs. Now, this purse bid was ordered way back in June. Okay, June 24th. They had 30 days to reach an agreement. This belt has remained, I guess, without a mandatory for over 2 years. Okay, so purse bid is scheduled for the 27th of this month. All right, the minimum purse bid will start at $20,000. They also are going to allow the IBF in on this little bid, so they will be notified of the split by the 22nd, which is next week. Okay, now Makia is ranked number 1 for Ellie Scottney, so that's to be extremely interesting. Speaking of purse bids, we do know that the looming purse bid of Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis is on Monday. Maybe they will be granted an extension to figure out what it is that they're going to do. Maybe they will not. But as of right now, it ends Monday. Okay, as of the time of this video anyway. Who knows? By the time we get off of his child, it could be somebody done said something else. Who knows? I don't know what these people be having going on. Xander Zayas has decided that he is going to pursue Josh Kelly. Okay. He's interested in a fight with Josh Kelly. He's looking to get his belt back. Baby, let me tell you something. Josh Kelly must just look like food to everybody in the building, because everybody want to fight him for that belt. So we will see what Xander does. Obviously, we know last time Xander was in the ring, it was a TKO stoppage. He was in there with Jerron Boots Ennis for both of his belts that now Jerron Boots Ennis currently holds. So, Xander is beltless, you know what I'm saying? But he's not without heart, and he put up a good fight until he didn't. Okay, I love my little baby Xander. Don't nobody make fun of him. I think he showed extreme heart in that ring, and so we'll see. He was just up against a better fighter in that particular fight. But that's it. I mean, we'll see, which avenue Josh Kelly decides to go down. Because I know Boots had made reference to wanting to fight him. He also has a fight coming up, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what Josh Kelly decides to do. We know previously he was supposed to fight Boots a while ago when he first won that belt, and then he kind of backed out of it. So we don't know what he's going to do, but I'm all up in his business, so I will let you know. Okay? Now, poor little silly thing over here. Look at how bad look at how the mighty have fallen, y'all. Ja Opataya is to appear on the Garcia Ben undercard, okay, September 12th. Now, I didn't see who he would be fighting. Honestly, I wasn't that interested. I was just too busy shaking my head in dismay and disbelief. They done sold these boys a pipe dream. We're going to get into him too. But nevertheless, he's going to be on that undercard on the 12th. something else I saw interesting that I knew actually was going to happen. Tito Mercado, he has signed to Win Records. Now, those of y'all who don't know, Tito Mercado, I believe, is actually related to Ruben. Ruben is the owner or the runner, the nurse that runs Win Records. He I don't know how many of y'all watched Clarissa's press conference, but at the press conference, he said it, and Tito was in the audience. I was like, that's a little weird. But he said that Tito was his nephew. I don't know if he meant play nephew, real nephew, child. I don't know. But this all makes sense now after, seeing him at the press conference and seeing him in the audience. Because I was like, what the hell Tito Mercado doing there? But now it all makes sense. So, we'll see what they do with him. We'll see how his fight progresses and so on and so forth. Now, there has been some other foolishness afoot, okay, that Mother has noticed. If y'all have not noticed by now, miraculously, these two have resolved all of their issues seemingly overnight. Ain't that interesting? I just thought that was extremely interesting. They seem to have resolved every issue that they had. They've reached some sort of settlement, undisclosed, of course, no information really available, which leads me to believe there was never an issue to begin with. But hey, that's just me and me being whatever. There has been some talks about a fight with them, and I'm going to get into how I feel about that a little bit later. But like Eddie said, today's price is not yesterday's price. And we're going to definitely talk about the price of an omission when it comes to a Jerron Boots Ennis fight. Now that he pretty much holds the cards, we'll definitely see. Now, Mercado Romeo, obviously, he's still the champion. I believe he had a fight the other day. He graduates to 10-0. Okay. There has been some... You know what? I'm going to save that for a little later in the show. Okay, I'm gonna put this up, and then we're going to dissect this a little later. Shakur has made some statements when being asked to fight Abdullah Mason. He said, Abdullah's at 135. I'm at 40. He's too young right now. Child. Okay, I'm going to circle the block on that. I'm just going to circle the block on that, but that's what he said. We're going to talk about what he said in a little bit too, but before I do all of that, let me see what is on the menu for upcoming fights, because there are several damn fights. Y'all know I like to write them down so I can give y'all all the information and stuff, but there was so many. I was like, man, I'm gonna screenshot this sucker. But the first ones y'all know, Diego Pacheco obviously versus Emmanuel Alim. That's a 12-round fight at 168. Andy Cruz, I just told y'all he's on the undercard against Abraham Mayoya. That is 12 rounds at 135 pounds, and after that fight, he's moving back down to 130. Albert Gonzalez versus Aaron Lopez Almanto. That is a 10-round at 126 pounds. Saul Sanchez versus Bruno. And I'm sure some of these fights are happening actually now. Saul Sanchez. Oh my God, I done messed this baby name up. Versus Bruno Rios Jr. Okay, that's at 118. These people are so little. Leo Antag versus Glenn Williams. That's at 200 pounds heavyweight. And then Frank Espinoza versus Luis Cabrero Ramos. That 6th round is at 160. And then Diego Pacheco's little brother's on his card. He might have already fought. I got to turn it on. But Federico Pacheco, he's going against, or may have gone against already, Nick Jones. That's a 6th round. I'm assuming he just starting to fight. But anyway, that's a heavyweight. But tonight also we got Alberto Puello versus Miguel Bolono. Kevin Esquel Guerrero, okay, versus Rodriguez. Oh my goodness, all these names. Miguel Arias versus Javier Flores. Now, I gotta see. I think this is also on because I know there's a pro box card on tonight too. Brian Flores is on. Joshua Antoine versus Vladimir Hernandez, and some title fights on that card too. So there's several cards on tonight, and I'm sure they're on right now. But the main one is the Diego Pacheco card. Their ring walk is, I think, 10:45. But I'm definitely looking to see how Andy Cruz looks. Obviously, we know his last fight was against Maritala, and he lost that fight. I don't think he lost by as wide of margins as the judges' scorecards would have you to believe. But nevertheless, he did lose that fight. So we'll see. We'll see how he progresses. We'll see what working with Bozy has done for him, and then we'll, I guess, go from there. But before I get up into some hot takes, because baby, we're gonna do those first, because man, they was on fire. On the money line, what's popping? Hey, Ain't, where you been, baby? I hope everything is good with you, man. Haven't seen you in quite some time. I hope everything is okay. Hope the family is good. Everything is blessed. Oh, it's on now, Miss Joette. Let me know when Andy Cruz get ready to step his little tail up in there. What's going on, aircraft? Oh, Leo got the stoppage in the first. Well, damn. Okay, Leo, that's he went against Williams, right? Hold on, I gotta make sure I mark this down because I damn sure didn't see it. I just got home. Lord, first round stoppage, huh? All right, cool. Okay. This is on the zone. You know what? I'm finna go on my damn rant while now that we talking about the damn zone and they packages. All things, what's up, baby? Hey, sexy Kendra. Yeah, okay. So that fight is happening now, huh? This is that's a win for win. Only if they put him in some fights. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have no roster over there neither. I don't know why these boys go to like promoters. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I would rather be somewhere where I can be active, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. But hey, Dean, baby, how you doing? I had it 8-4 Raymond. Okay, we'll go with that. Hey, Dean, baby, how you doing? I was just about to get into some of these hot takes because I've seen a lot of people having some issues with some of the things that were being said on the internet. So we just gonna dig into it head first. Let's start with this one.
It's no beef. It's just him. He has his things, his personal like mental shit that he go through. Like he just went on Adrian Broner live the other day, hopping behind him just to go say, "Oh fuck AB, if he get in the ring, he'll get knocked the fuck out."
Yeah, saw that.
How the fuck you gonna say that? How you gonna go against somebody that always calling you their little brother and saying, "Hey, they love you, they'll kill for you"? You could tell you fucked up mentally. Simple. You're not right. You're not right. We should have been knew you was not right when you went and fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter after he put money in your pocket and put you in position. We should have been knew you was a fucked up individual. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I saw what he put about AB. AB kind of put him on, to be honest. Like,
and then he gonna write me off a fake number and say he gonna come to my locker room and punch me or the night of my fight. We oblige him. We tell him we want him to come.
You think Shakur?
Child, Richardson Hitchens done set the world on fire, didn't he? What's the matter with Richardson Hitchens? Oh my God. First of all, the situation with Gervonta and Yaya is like the worst kept secret in boxing. I mean, who didn't know that? He's not the first person to actually say that. Ryan Garcia actually said that a while back. If y'all remember, and I couldn't find the damn clip, but if I find it, I'll make a video out of it. But nevertheless, let's get into some of, I guess, the text messages that he was referring to. Now, let me see if this is the beginning, because I had to get in the field. Okay, hold on. Is this the first one? Here we go. Okay, so this is Richardson Hitchens, I guess, obviously talking with Gervonta, and I guess they DMs or they text messages. Nevertheless, it got published, I'm assuming, of course, by Richardson Hitchens. And he says, "Yo, Tank, let me tell you some real ish, and hear me out." I don't know why they be talking to him like, Lord, hear me out, good brother. You talk all this stuff about smoke and mirror, but you're smoking mirrors. The difference between me and you, I'm not afraid to lose. I'll go out there. This shit is so little. I'll go out there and take the risks with anyone. That's cap, which is I'm gonna get to Richardson Hitchens.
I just feel like he really didn't want to fight De Los Santos because I look at it like this. The same thing he did to Lemos, right? Lemos came in, I think, 8 pounds over the 135 limit in Norfolk, and they put Lemos on the rehydration clause. They said, you can't gain more than 2 pounds till the next day of the fight.
Right.
Lemos, that's what he did. He only went up 2 pounds, waited the next day, and went out there and competed. De Los Santos team did the same thing to Keyshawn. They said, you can't gain, I don't know, I guess more than 4 pounds or whatever. Right. Keyshawn didn't want to do it.
Right.
And this is so much money behind you. He's back at home. The whole, I think the place was like damn near sold out, and he lets his fans down. So it's like I said, if it was up to me, I would have went, and I had a belt that had a rehydration clause, but I made the weight like a true professional. Right. I even went and stood to do the second day weight because at the end of the day, I didn't want to lose my world title just like that. And I knew I didn't know if after that it was like a decision of, like I said, going back to what I said. Once we touched the topic, I didn't know if it was because it was cold in Vegas, if it was the winter time. So I'm like, all right, like let me hold on to this belt, and maybe me and Duarte could do it a month or after, or let's see. I can't really think about it, but what was I sick from something else? But this guy just looked happy eating popcorn at the fight. He looked good in a way, and I'm a fighter. I know when a guy is depleted. Like we see guys, we could tell. Ryan Garcia looks drained. Boots, when he was at 147, he looked drained. Me, when I was at 140, I looked drained at 35. Right. This kid looked happy. He just, I don't want to hear nothing about I was.
This whole damn time, nobody heard nothing I said when I went on my first rant about Richardson Hitchens. Tell me it ain't so. Y'all didn't hear me read the damn y'all didn't hear me read the text messages or nothing. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I went on this whole rant about Richardson Hitchens and nobody heard it. Well, maybe it's a good thing, child, because oh my God, no, don't be sorry, old things. It might not have been for y'all to hear. I don't know how my hand must have pressed the mute button on my microphone. I'm so sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Jake. All right, let's take it from the top. Okay, I'm gonna play Richardson Hitchens again with his snitch ass.
It's no beef. It's just him. He has his things, his personal like mental shit that he go through. Like he just went on Adrian Broner live the other day, hopping behind him just to go say, oh fuck AB, if he get in the ring, he'll get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, saw that.
How the fuck you gonna say that? How you gonna go against somebody that always calling you their little brother and saying, hey, they love you, they'll kill for you? You could tell you fucked up mentally. Simple. You're not right. You're not right. We should have been you was not right when you went and fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter after he put money in your pocket and put you in position. We should have been you as a fucked up individual. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I saw what he put about AB. AB kind of put him on, to be honest. Like,
and then he gonna write me off a fake number and say he gonna come to my locker room and punch me or the night of my fight. We oblige him. We tell him we want him to come.
You think Shakur?
Okay, so did y'all hear me read the text messages? Did y'all hear me read the text messages between the two of them? Lord of mercy, child. No, you didn't hear me read the text messages? Okay. Lord of mercy. Now I got to strain my damn eye sockets again for you people. No, I'm just kidding. Let me read it again real quick, y'all. Let me make this bigger. So I guess he slid in Gervonta's DM, right? Oh, obviously it's a conversation between the two of them. He just said, yo, Tank, let me tell you some real ish and hear me out on this one. You talk all this ish, but it's smoke and mirrors with you. The difference between me, Lord Africa, think he tough. The difference between me and you is I'm not afraid to lose. Lord, I'll go out there and take the risk with anyone and go out on my shield. I don't fear losing my O. But you, Jigga, You a itch. You terrified of losing your O and what people think and look at you as if you were supposed to lose. That's why you don't take real risks, and that's why you was ready to retire. You put fighters on rehydration clauses. This is getting on my damn nerves because you scared of the real fire. You talk like you're great, but you're not. Quit being afraid to lose and get in the field and show your greatness. You ducked Lomachenko till you seen he was beatable. You don't want to fight Shakur saying it's got to be on your terms. Now, let me tell you something, Richardson Hitchens. You know what? Hold on. Let me finish. All Tank said was bet. He didn't even really respond. He just said bet. And then, Richardson Hitchens, bet what? We could run it, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I don't know if Richardson Hitchens is trying to just drum up interest in his little tired-ass fight that he got coming up or what he has going on. The Floyd Mayweather situation, the Yaya Mayweather situation, that's like the worst kept secret in boxing. I mean, Ryan Garcia done aired that out like a year and a half ago when he was going through that whole thing with Devin. I remember him saying that, but that's nothing really that I didn't know. I don't know how many people other than that didn't know. I mean, that was kind of easy to read between the lines when Tank and Floyd first got into their situation. It was like almost like it came out of nowhere, but I kind of knew where it came from. Nevertheless, Richardson Hitchens, I feel like he got a lot going on because they were close at one time. Didn't he steal Tank's necklace or something, or his mouth guard out of his bag or something, or gave him some money or something? All of these boys used to hang around Tank and look up to Tank, and now for whatever reason, it just seems like they're jealous or envious of him and use his name whenever it is appeasing to them to do so. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think he needs to rematch Lamont Roach? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him not fighting nobody and him being scary, I don't think any of them can just say that they can walk through Ryan Garcia or walk through Rolly Ramirez, or you know what I'm saying? I don't think anything like that is taking place. And if we're being honest, most of those fighters that Tank has fought previously are now champions. Okay, Mario Barrios was a champion until Ryan took his belt. Ryan and Rolly headlined a card. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what he means, not fighting nobody. Now, if he's talking about just like a Shakur and a Devin or somebody like that, then it's like, all right, but if he ain't fighting nobody, then who the hell are they fighting? Because they ain't fighting each other neither. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with Richardson Hitchens, but like I said, he started in on Keyshawn Davis. Once again. I believe they were. Well, listen, I think this is when they were younger. They're not that far apart in age, so it wasn't no situation like that, Jacqueline, where it was like no creep shit. They're all around the same age, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing like that. It probably was just a situation like it happened, bro. First of all, Floyd Mayweather. Now, do I think that's grimy? Yes, because Floyd Mayweather was taking care of you and putting you on and shit like that. But this is what happens when you have your daughter around a bunch of horny young men, and Yaya, she's a cute young lady. She was definitely more polished than him at the time. A little hot, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. Listen, if I was Floyd, I'd be mad too. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd be mad too if I was Floyd. But the situation, it is what it is. For whatever happened is whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Javante was asked about it when he did that podcast with the young man and he kind of glossed over it. Obviously he didn't want to rehash it or bring it back up. But I mean, most of them already knew this. Like I said, Ryan said it before. It's not nothing that I haven't heard before. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it a few times, so I don't know what the point of him saying that shit was. I really don't understand that. That had nothing to do with the conversation they were having at all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just Hitchens is corny. You know what I'm saying? It was Jacqueline. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just kind of, I know what he said, Pay, but if you read between the lines, okay. So when he did that interview with that guy, he was like, Floyd got mad about some text messages, blah, blah, blah. But what was in those text messages? He never elaborated on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, I mean, we know Floyd is a jealous nigga anyway. So he was probably envious of the shine that Tank was starting to get. But I don't know. That I've always thought that though. I've always thought that because it's like, that really his Tank's explanation never made sense to me, especially knowing what you kind of know about her hanging around the gyms and all of this other kind of stuff. His explanation just never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought that, whether or not it's true, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I've always thought that. I've always thought that had something to do with it, because neither one of them would ever really truly say what happened between them. And the only reason you wouldn't really truly say is because it involved your child. You know what I'm saying? To me, so I don't know. But I don't believe that Paid. I don't believe he never touched her. I don't believe that. I don't believe him when he said that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that for 1 second.
I just feel like he really didn't want to fight De Los Santos, because I look at it like this. The same thing he did to Lemos, right? Lemos came in, I think, 8 pounds over the 135 limit in Norfolk, and they put Lemos on a rehydration clause. They said, you can't gain more than 2 pounds till the next day of the fight.
Right.
Lemos, that's what he did. He only went up 2 pounds, waited the next day, and went out there and competed. De Los Santos' team did the same thing to Keyshawn. They said, you can't gain, I don't know, I guess more than 4 pounds or whatever. Right. Keyshawn didn't want to do it.
Right.
And this is so much money behind you. He's back at home. I think the place was like damn near sold out, and he lets his fans down. So it's like I said, if it was up to me, I would have went, and I had a belt that had a rehydration clause, but I made the weight like a true professional. Right. I even went and stood to do the second day weight, because at the end of the day, I didn't want to lose my world title just like that. And I knew I didn't know if after that it was like a decision of, like I said, going back to what I said. Once we touched this topic, I didn't know if it was because it was cold in Vegas, if it was the winter time. So I'm like, all right, like, let me hold on to this belt, and maybe me and Duarte could do it a month or after, or let's see. I can't really think about it, or what was I sick from something else? But this guy just looked happy, eating popcorn at the fight. He looked good in a way, and I'm a fighter. I know when a guy is depleted. Like, we see guys, we could tell. Ryan Garcia looks drained. Boots, when he was at 147, he looked drained. Me, when I was at 140, I looked drained at 35. Right. This kid looked happy. He just, I don't want to hear nothing about I was.
Now, obviously, y'all know that him and Keyshawn Davis have been going back and forth for quite some time. In my personal opinion, they are competing for Shakur's love. I don't know what is going on with them boys over there. They have been going back and forth. There was a situation they were supposed to fight. I can't remember if it was it Keyshawn that wanted more money? I think it was Africa that wanted more money to fight Keyshawn. So that fight never took place. But for him to sit up here and say somebody was scared and they didn't want to fight, baby, you better look in the damn mirror. Because that Duarte fight, to me, you could have gone through with that fight. Like he just said, you may wait the same day. So what actually took place? And, as far as you can still fight these guys, you over there under the Zuffa umbrella. And, baby, we're going to talk about some damn Zuffa. Because I want to talk about Shakur in the comments that he made recently. Hey, Rick Timms, baby. Hey, Enigma, baby. Love on Zuffa Island. Okay, something going on over there. Something going on over there with them boys. But like I said, Richardson Hitchens is out here talking shit because he has a fight next week and he's trying to drum up some sort of interest in that particular fight. Now, they had, he do, Sexy Kendra. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do, Arnie. Yes, he do. The weakest resume of them all and talking the most trash. But what I find interesting, right, like him and Shakur, I find it so interesting that they like to talk so much trash about George Kambosos, but Teofimo Lopez is the best name on George Kambosos' resume and on Shakur's. So how you gonna shit on George Kambosos but big up Teo? That just never made no damn sense. Yeah, Paid. Exactly. Both of y'all pulled out the damn fight. So what difference did it make? Yep. Sneezing since 85. Yep. What the boxing company? Yep. Which is all over in one side of the street, and then start calling. Yeah. Yep. I said the same thing. We gonna get into that, baby. Yes, Paid. That's what I said. She been a little. Let me tell you something. When I used to watch Mayweather fights and she always be in the ring, I would always say to myself, this little girl is fat. And I'm not, listen, she grown now, so this, but I'm just saying, looking at her as a young girl. You know what a little hot girl look like. Come on now. Y'all see them in y'all neighborhoods, or y'all seen them in y'all neighborhoods. The little girls is always doing the dances and doing this and doing that and jazzy with their head and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how they gonna grow up to be, or at least the majority of them. Some of them turning around, some of them don't, whatever. But for the most part, I would always look and be like, this little girl, like, she was always doing too much for me. She was always doing a lot. I always thought that Yaya was a lot. So when she grew up to be who she was, I wasn't surprised, you know. Even most recently, when we seen her with Dean the Great and that AB running that they had, I was not surprised, because Yaya's always been doing a lot to me, you know. So I was not surprised whatsoever about nothing that she got going on. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying. I've never been, yeah. Thank you, Sexy Kendra. Thank you, Jacqueline. I've never been surprised at nothing that she got going on. You know what I'm saying? And at where she is now, I'm not surprised whatsoever, because you can see it. You can see it in some of these girls. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, you know. Banda, what's popping? I'm glad you're in the building, because we're gonna talk about your man's too and his hating ass, but that we're gonna get to that. We're gonna, because I peeped him too. Yeah, he catching all kind of strays tonight. Buckle up. But nevertheless, we done with Richardson Hitchens' little tired ass. I just thought that was a little interesting that he brung up Javante and their beef, whatever that may be. Why he brung up that situation, I have no clue. And then you set it to fight hype, so you know it's going to go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Richardson Hitchens got going on, but he's another one that needs to just shut up and glove up, you know, because you over there on Zuffa Island, you, Edgar Belonga, now the homie, little brittle hands over there. He over there running his mouth. Speaking of him running his damn mouth, now we can watch a little bit of the Ariel Helwani interview. I thought I had it clipped up. I'm so sorry. I guess I don't. I was looking at my damn I thought I had it. I must have just put it in my video and then erased it. But we saw him. I'm gonna play it because I want to bring up something in particular that he said with his tight little self. Yeah, let me go right here. Why he chose Zuffa, child. Hold on. We're gonna get into this nigga. We're gonna get right on into him. Cause Shakur think he's slick. He think he's slick. He's a liar. And we about to pull his card. Hold on, let me pull this right on up. Little fraudulent ass. But yeah, I don't know what Richardson Hitchens got going on. I'm going to see next week, because I heard his opponent is tough. Hold on, let me see if this is the right part, y'all, so we ain't got to watch this. I don't want y'all to have to suffer through the lies like I had to. Okay, yeah, so here we go. He's talking about the offer that he got with his tired ass. I couldn't believe this one. Y'all know I crashed out. When I heard this, y'all know I crashed. I looked up at my computer. I said, what did he just say? I had to rewind it. I said, I know this little fraudulent Negro.
A minute.
Hold on, let me make sure I got this up. Now, there's another thing in this video I want to point out too. But hold on, let me just play his lies. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna make it big for us. Okay.
It truly, I want to say, honestly, started probably like after my last fight, but it's a long timeline. But like I said, I'm glad that these guys believe in me, and they invested their money in the right person.
Okay. And did you talk to other people? Because it seemed like for a moment, you know, post Top Rank, you were kind of enjoying doing your own thing. To now sign with them, did you talk to other promoters about exclusive deals, or was it only just them?
Really, I didn't talk to too many promoters, but I talked to DAZN, and DAZN kind of offered me a big ass deal too, to be honest with you, but they kind of came too late. And I think when they came too late, it kind of messed it up. But it could have been either or, but they definitely offered a big ass deal too.
And that deal would have been just you and DAZN, no promoter attached.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they have deals with other fighters like that? I'd not heard of that.
Not that I know of. I haven't seen that before, but probably in the future they're probably looking for somebody else. And I appreciate DAZN. I don't got nothing against them. I love fighting on DAZN. It is no bad blood from me at all.
Was the deal that they were offering you more than what Zuffa was offering?
It actually was like similar. It was very similar.
Okay. And the deal with Zuffa, is it an exclusive deal?
I gotta go back and what's the name, but I don't try to get into the contract.
Okay. I'm just going to ask the question just for the sake, and you could tell me to go, take a hike. But could you tell?
Hold on, because I wanna. Lord, give me the strength. Okay, so the offer that you received from DAZN was a similar offer to the one that you received from Zuffa. Now, why you decided to go with Zuffa, he never says. I don't watch this interview like 2-3 damn times, right? He never says. Now, if somebody can find a time stamp to where he actually answers that question, that would be delightful. However, like I said, he never answered the question as to why he decided to go over there to Zuffa, right? Mind you, you are pretty much the only fighter over there at 135 pounds. Like I said, they got like 3 or 4 other names, maybe 2-3 people over there, but you are on an island all by yourself. Now, instead of going to DAZN, where the majority of the fighters that you say you want to fight reside at, you go all the way to a UBO, which is a league. If they get whatever they need passed through the Senate and the House and all that, if they get all that passed, then you are going to be in a league. In a league, you have to, oh my God, we're going to get into that. But nevertheless, y'all heard him, right? He said they offered a similar deal. Now we're going to hear what he says about the Devin situation. This is where, thank you, Enigma. This is where things get really interesting for me. Listen to what he says about the contract.
Tell me, is this the highest, paid deal of your career? Is this the most lucrative deal of your career?
No question.
No question? Okay, amazing. And would you say it's like by multiples of what?
I can't tell you. I'm not trying to give out nothing that's inside of the contract. It is what it is. I try to keep my contracts to myself, but yeah.
I got you. And how many fights is it for?
Like I said, I'm going to keep everything to myself. But if they announce it, they announce it. But
fair enough.
Me, it's a good amount of time, and I'm with them though.
We all, heard when they signed Conor Benn, that was like a huge deal. A, that they signed him, but B, for the amount. If Conor Benn is the line, where are you? If that 15 million is the Mendoza line, so to speak, are you above it or below it?
See, I can't tell you. I can't.
Well, you better be above it. You're Shakur Stevenson.
I don't speak on contracts. Like, if I tell, let me ask you this, right?
Tell me.
If I tell you right now, oh, I'm above and then I gotta answer to like my family or somebody asks me, then it's like I put a lot of people in my business that I really don't want in my business. So
I got you.
I'd rather keep it that way.
Okay. I saw there's a million questions I have here. I'm fascinated by this, Shakur. I saw a photo shoot, you in the back after signing, and you're wearing the Zuffa gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you now going to be wearing a uniform when you fight?
Nah, not at all. I'm be putting on my own uniforms, and they make, as far as like me, I'm putting on my own uniform. I already made that established when I talked with them.
Okay, I got to be honest. I was a bit devastated when I saw the video.
What does he mean when he said they can put their input in? Does that mean they gonna put their logo on him? See, Shakur, I'm telling you right now, he has no idea. Hey, Faze, baby, he has no idea what he signed. And that's obvious by him saying that he don't get into the contracts. Boy, you will be wearing that uniform. You will be fighting who they tell you to fight, whether you think so or not. And then you over there thinking you about, let me get to the Devin part. Hold on. Where is he talking about this little tired boy? Okay, let's play this. Let's play this.
Who said that he is your first fight, and then you called him out?
I don't think there's no type of heat or nothing from that for me, but I know that they competitors, they might go at each other.
Hold on, what is he saying?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Now, he's asked also, like I said, about Ryo, and we're gonna get into that because I want to play something from Eddie Hearn in a minute too.
They disrespected you.
Yeah, I felt they did wrong by me, and since they did wrong
he's talking
by
about
me,
the WBC.
Cool. I'm good.
Okay. That video that we saw of you and Dana together, was that your first time meeting with him, or had you met with him prior?
Nah, that was my first time meeting with him. I want to say I ran into him before, but like it was something quick. But like that was my first time actually meeting him and talking with him.
So my theory when it comes to Zuffa is like the real brains behind it is Nick Khan. Is that who you were dealing with and your team was dealing with?
Nah, we was talking with him and Dana. I felt like when we was in the room and It was him and Dana put his input too. So it wasn't just like Nate running.
Okay. What impressed you? Like, what sold you on signing with them?
What really sold me, I'm a guy that like to study. So I go study people and a lot of people talk shit about Dana, but when I see him, I kind of think like he's just a motivated dude that want to like outdo his competition, and that's kind of like similar to me. But I feel like with somebody that's motivated and want to show that he's the guy in boxing, and to me, it's a no-brainer. It's like, shit, let's go make this money and take over the sport.
There are some people who are trying to sort of like resist having Zuffa come in, or they don't like what they're doing. Obviously, Eddie has this feud with them. Did you get blowback when this was announced? Did you have people who reached out to you and said, like, man, I can't believe you're linking up with them? Nah,
Eddie can't be mad. Eddie is my guy. So like me and Eddie is cool. Eddie understands that this is a business, and if I could make a shit ton of money over here, and he got to respect it too. So I feel like it ain't no type of bad blood. I actually just talked to Eddie on WhatsApp not too long ago. So I don't think there's no type of heat or nothing from that for me. But I know that they competitors, they might go at each other. But as far as me, I feel like I'm a businessman, and I'm cool with all of these guys. If these guys want to be cool with me, I'm cool with them.
When you spoke to Eddie, did you ask him why he broke the news of you signing with them?
No, I don't get into that. Like I don't know why he did it. I felt like that was kind of crazy, but I don't get into that. That's their beef. They got a beef, and however he did it, however he found out the way he found out, that's all on them. I don't have nothing to do with it.
Okay. Can I ask, have they told you when your debut for them will be?
I'm thinking.
Hold on. Before we get into that, I want to direct y'all attention back to the Stephen Espinoza interview that they did on, oh my God, I forget his name, on that podcast. Didn't Shakur Stevenson say he was in control of his own career? Didn't he say he was in the meetings when all the conversations were being had and all the contracts? Didn't he say that? So why is he now sitting up here acting like he don't know anything about none of the paperwork? He just does what he's told and goes where he's told. Don't that sound like a damn employee? So let me get this straight. Instead of being your own boss, partnering with DAZN like Teofimo Lopez, who you just beat, did, right? Because he has a private contract with DAZN where he is in the meetings, making the conversation, making decisions and having the conversations with the guys who wear the suit and ties. Instead of doing that, you opted to just be another employee? Okay. I mean, that's just how I heard it. Am I wrong? Is my assessment of that wrong?
Like around like October.
Okay. And have they told you who the opponent is yet?
They want Devin. They want Devin, as far as I know. If they want Devin, I'm down.
Okay, that would be incredible, because I do want to ask you, there was a man named Jose El Rayo Valenzuela on Twitter who said that he is your first fight, and then you called him out and said, no, you're not. Where is he coming up with this?
I don't know who he's talking to. I can't tell you, but at the end of the day, a fighter has to say yes and a fighter has to say no, and that's how boxing works. And I'm not saying yes to Rayo because that doesn't like entertain me. I like to be entertained. I want to get in there and have something to fight for. And I feel like Rayo ain't really do enough to where I'm like, okay, let's go fight Rayo. Like, he's not really no big name. I'll be more interested in fighting Gary Antoine Russell. I think Gary Antoine Russell beat the shit out of Rayo. So why wouldn't I fight against him rather than Rayo?
Stop the goddamn press. You heard him, right? You heard him, right? He just said he would rather fight Gary Antoine Russell than Rayo. So why are they saying this?
Said that Antoine would give him a better fight than Rayo. So when we heard that, we did take it upon ourselves, and I did take it and get our team to reach out to Shakur's team to see if they were willing to make a possible fight after the statement that was made. Unfortunately, they decided to go in a different direction. So not saying that he was afraid or he's scared or anything like that, but we damn sure tried to bring that shit to him. They just decided to go somewhere else. So
y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? Okay, I thought it was just me. Let's continue.
But you're mentioning Devin, so we're talking big fights off the bat.
Yeah, that's what I want. But I'm just saying, like, say I can't get that fight, I would rather go with a fighter that I know is going to bring the best out of me.
What weight would the Devin fight be at?
Why are women
Oh, what a tangle web you weave when you live to damn deceive.
144 is what we talked about.
And have you agreed to it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Have you signed?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. And has he?
Oh, I don't know on his part.
Wait, so you signed a contract to fight Devin Haney in October?
I was told that, I'm not going to say signed, but I definitely verbally agreed that we're.
This nigga just can't stop lying. Did you not hear him say yes twice? Do I got to rewind back? Did y'all hear him say yes twice? The nigga said yes, I signed the contract. I signed it, right? So obviously everyone saw this damn interview and bam, look at Bill. You know Bill can't take it no damn more. Wasting the time, right? Yeah, you and him, you've been tripping, wasting our time. He did not sign that damn contract. He didn't sign the contract. So if you didn't sign the contract, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So this is Shakur and Bill. If you think those people haven't already figured out you've been wasting their time for months, you being ignorant. So obviously they're going back and forth, y'all. Some nonsense they talking about. So Bill, the businessman, you can't bluff me, but we both know 144. Y'all don't want parts of good job tricking your fans, but the real no. You clout chase my name for people to be more interested in your son. Congratulations on the budge. Scratch my name off your fake list. Well, first of all, both of y'all do that to Tank. So that's that. More importantly, you are running around here talking about you signed the fight. You signed to fight Devin, but you really didn't even sign the fight yet. I don't understand. What are you waiting for? If y'all are supposed to be fighting in October, what exactly are you waiting for? And so now, if I'm Devin, like, bruh, my purse bid is up Monday. They'll probably grant them an extension if they need to or whatever the case may be. But you're playing games. I'm going to jump over there. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Devin don't really got many options either. He's probably going to end up on Zuffa, but that's not the point. The point is, why are you running around here acting like you signed the damn contract when you really did it? You know, this boy is like a walking contradiction. Oh, this is the little weight game they do. I'm sure y'all seen Devin step on the scale. Child, and y'all seen when these boys did they weight challenge, that was weeks ago. Devin had to get that weight off of him. Devin had to get that weight off of him. He was not playing. Listen, Shakur Stevenson has got to be the biggest walking contradiction in boxing. Okay, it's like it's in full display in some of y'all face, and y'all just fail to realize it, or y'all don't want to realize it, y'all don't want to see it. I don't know what to tell any of y'all anymore. You know, and then as far as him, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did a shell. As far as Shakur saying that he's not going to fight El Rayo, sweetie, you don't have that option over there. This is what I said in my video. I'm not sure that he read the fine print. You don't get those type of options over there, and they pay you on tiers. So this is the top tier. We'll pay you for a fight of this magnitude with this particular person, and then anybody under that, you will get less than that. So, I mean, I heard enough of this lying Negro, but let me see what else he got to say. He's saying he already signed a fight. Let's hear him. Let's finish.
We're going to be fighting in October, and I told them put my part down.
Which part of the country? East Coast? Newark?
I ain't gonna give out their plans. They gotta.
All right. But that's insane. So has Devin signed with them too? That was the rumor, but we haven't gotten the confirmation. Everyone suspects he's going to sign with them.
As far as I know, I don't know.
Okay.
I have no clue what Devin's doing. What's the holdup? I don't know. So
I see you guys going back and forth.
I just know here's how it really went. After my fight with Tio, I wasn't speaking on Devin. I didn't bring up Devin. I didn't none of that. And him and Bill constantly had mentioned me. And when they constantly mentioned me, I was chilling. I was minding my business. And now it's like, shit, y'all want to fight me? I'll fight y'all.
And I believe you. I saw Bill Haney tweet on July 13th, which is 2 days ago. Devin Haney doesn't need to drop anything first. Sign the 144-pound bout agreement or DHP moves on. And then you wrote, stop it. My part been signed. You see who I'm with. What do you mean by you see who I'm with?
I'm with Zuffa. They said, if you go listen to Bill, Bill said that Zuffa was the ones that want the deal. They are the people that want the fight to happen. So I wouldn't sign with the people he was talking about.
And then you tweeted, trolling can only last so long. It's either me or...
First of all, when Bill said that, he was absolutely telling the truth. Which, oh God, I can't believe I just said that. Because if you haven't signed yet, then what are you doing? And that ain't why you went over there. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Irony. That ain't why you went over there to Zuffa. Stop the cap. Stop the damn. Why does this boy lie so much? Anyway, we don't need to hear any more from this lying little Negro. We're off of Shakur because for now we probably have to come back. But well, actually, I want to play something that Eddie Hearn had to say, which I found extremely interesting for a few reasons.
You can play that game when you try and break into a market. We did it with DAZN. I mean, I look back at some of the offers that we were making fighters back then. Now I look at it and go, what? You know, it wasn't as kind of reckless as Zuffa, but at the same time, like, you have to do it because what you're doing is you're taking away legacy for the fighter in return for money, and the only way you do that is by drastically overpaying them. Not too dissimilar. You know, when we launched DAZN, these guys were like, so we're coming off Fox, we're coming off Showtime to fight on an app that no one's heard of. So you have to overpay them to do it. Now they're going to fighters saying, basically, you can't fight for belts, you can't make history, but we're going to give you a load of money. So the number, especially for a guy like Shakur, you know, the narrative that they're feeding the fighters is hilarious because they're coming out saying, this is unbelievable, I can fight whoever I want.
Yeah, I mean, hear that they can't fight for the titles.
Yeah, but look at Jaya Pattaya. That's what they told Jaya Pattaya. Next thing, he was stripped. He's in wilderness.
This Ryan thing looks like it's for the title, though.
Yeah, that is. But what's happened now is, you see, the narrative and the propaganda of it all is like, we're not working with... I mean, don't forget, Nick Khan testified on the Muhammad Ali Act and basically ripped Maurizio Suleiman and the WBC to shreds, right? Now, they've got to do a show where Maurizio Suleiman is in the ring with the green and gold belt, parading it around, and that's the focal point of the fight. I know Conor Benn, desperate to win that belt. He always has been. Ryan Garcia is a proud champion. Also, they didn't want to do any co-promotions. Well, guess what? Oscar De La Hoya's involved, and he's going to be up on the stage. Guess what? DAZN was Dana White was slagging off DAZN 3 weeks ago. Guess what? The fight's on DAZN. So we understand in boxing, you can't have. I keep saying, you can't control boxing. It's out of control. And we've learned over the years, whenever you make a big fight, it's a partnership with another promoter or another party. Do you know what I mean? And what they've done for that fight is how it should be done. You've got one of the best governing bodies in the world. You've got 2 broadcasters, 2 promoters, and you've got a good fight. But it'll be killing them inside because it was supposed to be a Zuffa card on Paramount. Now it's a ring card with Golden Boy and Zuffa on DAZN and Paramount. Do you know what I mean? But it's just the business. Like, and it just shows you, however powerful you are or think you are, you can't just walk in and tear up the history of the sport. But, you know, when you talk about the offers that Zuffa are making, you're having to pay legacy guys to lose their legacy. So it's got to be a lot of money. I know what Shakur's getting. He's crazy.
How much is he getting?
No, it's his business. Good luck to him, by the way.
Is it more than 7 figures? Or around 7 figures?
More than 7 figures?
Yeah.
Well, 7 figures is $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh,
my bad. 8 figures. I didn't graduate math.
I was thinking, I think so. Yeah, yes, it is.
But more than 8 figures.
Yes,
yeah.
but listen, Shakur's an unbelievable fighter. But there is a value to these guys. By the way, let them make it. I don't begrudge Shakur Stevenson, but I know what the legacy means to Shakur. But he's already got a lot of legacy. He's a 4-division world champion. Do you know what I mean? But I would have liked to see him go on and pick up the other belts and try and, you know. But look, he's obviously got an opportunity that was too good to turn down. Good luck to him. It's a tough sport. Let him go on his money.
Is the Ryan Connor fight a result of the peace talks? Because it wasn't their MO to do something that they're doing.
No, not really. Not really. That was more you approached fighters that were under contract with someone else, promoter and broadcaster. You thought you could do it all on your own and just ignore everybody. And when you went to announce at the Conor McGregor fight, you couldn't. So I'm sure Turk El Sheikh got involved with DAZN and worked out a deal. And by the way, as a DAZN partner, I'm over the moon for the business. Because that fight, see, I don't think Ryan Garcia against Conor Benn's that big in America. I think it's really big in the UK. Because everybody knows who Ryan is in the UK and everybody knows who Conor is. Whereas in America, you guys don't really know who Conor Benn is. So for DAZN to get that fight in the UK, when Zuffa had a deal with Paramount and Sky Sports, that was major business. Great business from DAZN. And fair play to Oscar De La Hoya as well, who stood his ground and said, you can't just, and I hope Oscar gets up there on the stage. And by the way, they should have him up there because that's going to, you imagine Dana and Oscar going at it on the dais. That's what it's all about.
So there was so much information there that Eddie just dropped. He is basically the same thing I said. You will not be able to fight whoever you want to fight over there. Listen, Shakur may think that because he may be the biggest name over there for now, because we have another announcement coming, but just because he's the biggest name over there now or whatever, that he's going to be able to do what he wants to do. These people are watching. These other boxers that they're going to want to sign, they're watching. If you let Shakur Stevenson do whatever he wants to do over there, it is going to be pure mayhem. Everybody that signs over there is going to be able to, want to do whatever it is that they want to do, fight whoever it is that they want to fight. And if anybody knows anything about Dana White, that is not how he does business. Okay, that is not how he rolls. You are not a star over there. You are an employee, which is evident by the outfits, the gloves, and everything else. They dictate who you're going to fight. That's why they're opening up a league. Okay? You fight this person, you fight this one. As far as the best fighting the best, I don't know who the hell Shakur is talking about over there being the best. I really have no idea who he's over there talking about. If he doesn't fight Devin or Ryo, then who is he going to fight over there? He claims he's going to be retiring soon. So what exactly is it that you're going to be doing over there? Who is it that you're going to be fighting? Listen, and I seen that aircraft carrier, he getting the bag. You heard what Eddie just said. He threw away legacy for the bag, which is what basically all of them do over there. That's where people's careers go to die. Like, I don't understand why they all over there puffed up with their chest talking about you're going to be able to fight this one, you're going to be able to fight that one. No, you're not. As far as if Conor Benn wins that belt, will he be able to keep it over there? Who the hell knows? They have bended the knee so much to these boxing organizations and sanctioning bodies, the same boxing that they talked all this trash about, that Dana White says he never talked trash about, but all he did was talk trash about them. Listen to what he says when it came down to Jao Pataya.
Situation, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that he's the best in the world, and he paid his sanctioning fees. They flew a guy out here and then, saying they were disrespected at the press conference. The belt was in front of him the entire time, and he held it in his hand when he did the face-off. The Zuffa belt was in the middle because nobody had it. He had the other two belts, and they were fighting for that one. So
I know you said these sanctioning bodies are kind of doing your job for you. Do you think that people are starting to see maybe the ridiculousness of some of the sanctioning fees and their decision to just pull?
The fact that you're asking me that means that that's exactly what you guys think too. I mean, it's pretty clear what they're doing and what's going on, and I see lawsuits coming. That's what I see.
The IBF situation, they pulled that move late in the day of fight week. Do you feel, based on your instinct, that they were really kind of pathetic enough to be disrespected by the belt location, or do you feel like they had that in mind to try and screw over your event late in the week?
100%. That's exactly what they did. Because that press release came out pretty late on a Friday night, when they were planning on having a title fight on Sunday. So yeah.
You always knew that the sanctioning bodies were going to greet you, not exactly with open arms. Were you expecting these sort of plays from them, or are you a little bit surprised how out of the way they're going?
I was expecting a lot more from boxing, period, than what I've seen. You know, listen, this sport is broken for a reason. Everybody is a bunch of rinky-dink. I mean, it's the most fucking rinky-dink thing that I have ever seen in my life. I don't know why.
It's rinky dink, but your ass got to play ball. You talk all that shit, but guess what? You had to do business with DAZN. You had to do business with Golden Boy. That fight is also going to air on DAZN and your little Tide Paramount because we know you're struggling. So he can talk all the trash that he wants to talk, but you cannot try to take these fighters. And they have, first of all, most of them are signed to long-term contracts, and y'all know if they become champions, they extend their contracts. Yeah, rinky dink my ass. How you talking trash about? Let me tell you something. Yeah, he bended the knee. He had no choice. What else was he gonna do? That's the thing, though. When you try to, like when Eddie Hearn said that the peace treaty meeting had nothing to do with Golden Boy, had nothing to do with Top Rank, had nothing to do with PBC. How are you gonna have a peace treaty meeting without the three major American promoters? The three major American promoters. So yeah, you can take some of their dead weight, and you know, Shakur, as good defensively as he is, let's be honest, he's not a real star. He's not making anybody no real money. So I'm sure that he's a name that Eddie Hearn would have liked to have kept. But listen, he got Boots, he got a bunch of other guys that he can capitalize off of and make money from, right? Outside of worrying about Shakur. The same thing with Richards and Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Edgar Berlanga. These guys may have recognizable names, but how much commercially do they really do? Yeah. As if the UFC is looking any damn better. Dana White is under what, 2-3 different lawsuits now? Antitrust lawsuits? Come on, man. This is like Dana White sold these boys a pipe dream. Mainly Jao Pataya, and I feel bad for Jao Pataya because now look at him. The man is on damn undercards of Ryan Garcia and a Conor Ben fighting nobodies. Stripped you of your damn belt. You got that Zuffa belt, which don't mean a damn thing. Is not enticing to not a damn soul because David Benavidez don't care about a Zuffa belt. So now how are you going to get these guys over there to fight you? What exactly are you offering them that's going to make them come to the table, drop their belt, and run over to Zuffa outside of money? Like Eddie said, this is where guys go when they've already built their legacy and maybe they just want money now. But for these guys who are still in the process of building their legacy, good luck with that. Speaking of guys who've already built their legacy and it appears that, you know, now they're just chasing money, let's listen to this one.
And is there any interest in fighting for the new title, for the Zuffa belt?
Maybe. It's good opportunity for me if Dana, who boss Zuffa, yeah, Turkiya Sheikh to work about this organization. Why not? Why not? It's new belt, new opportunity. It's good.
Has Dana or Turkey reached out to you or talked to you anything about the belt, giving you any offers, any, you know?
No, I think no. I know my team speak with Dana. I have met with Dana in White House, yeah, and UFC.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we have free two option what we do next. Yeah, but I have time now with my family, with my wife. Yeah. We go after tomorrow final World Cup.
So it's appearing that maybe Usyk be on over to the Zuffa child for his last big bag and hurrah. So listen, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they all gonna be ASL. They're probably all. I don't know. What you say, baby Sharp? I didn't see that. Let me see. The spiritual aspect of these sports are dead, devoid of spiritual development. A lot of times why these fighters lose because their spiritual foundation is not present. Look at who runs the sport. Well, that's the thing, Sharp. Nobody does. And that's why we have all these belts and all this. Everybody, yeah, A-Shell, he's cashing out. But That it's because they don't really have a governing body. Everybody pretty much does their own thing. It's a melee, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But I get what Dana's trying to say. Well, like maybe it's structure where not everybody gets a belt just because they want to have a belt. But at the same time, you're taking away their independence as independent contractors. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. That's what builds them as stars, especially if they're good, if they're knockout artists or they have talent. You know, they can get in brand endorsements. They can build their brand. That's the whole purpose, right? You want to build yourself up to making money. Under Zuffa, you cannot do that. Everybody wears the same uniform. You fight who Dana White tells you to fight it. He's building this just like the UFC. I don't understand why nobody can't say that. Hey, Big Illy, baby. He's building this just like the UFC. I'm not sure why a lot of people just can't comprehend that. You know, they shall. He doing something with his damn self. I couldn't tell you, baby. But yes, it appears now that he is going over to the Zuffa. He's not going to be worrying about his belts. As we can see, he done already dropped most of his damn belts. So he's in a position to where he doesn't care either. These other guys that are going over there, like I told y'all before, Richardson Hitchens, I still felt like he had a card or two he could have played on this side of the street before running on over there to Zuffa. Edgar Berlanga, he's fine over there because he's not a commercial draw, and let's be honest, he's not really that good. You love EB to death, big New York energy, but let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? There's not many guys that Edgar Berlanga at an elite level or at a top skill level can beat. You know what I'm saying? So he's fine over there. Shakur Stevenson, we know he's over there in the witness protection program. We just heard Gary Russell say basically after they heard that interview, they reached out to him to make the fight and the nigga declined it. So you just be talking just to be talking. Thinking people not gonna pull your card. People are getting tired of the same situation. You running around telling this person to come over here, telling this person to come over there. You're not that big of a commercial draw for people to be following you to every goddamn to be following you to every platform that you go to. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does, Big Illy. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I don't know, y'all. It just seems like things is getting dark for them Zuffa boys. Dana White seems to be struggling. You know, you signed Shakur Stevenson for whatever amount that you signed Shakur Stevenson for, but now guess what? You have to make that money back. Why do people not think of a return on an investment? I don't understand what these people are doing. What is going to be your return on investment? Say you don't get the Devin Haney fight. Say Devin does decide to honor his mandatory and fight Keyshawn Davis. Who is going to be your big rollout fight, Shakur? Who? Because Gary just said they called you to make that fight. You turned it down. So who's going to be your rollout fight over there? Ryo? You just said you wasn't going to fight Ryo. So will that be yet another lie that you told? I just don't understand it. Nobody pays attention to what happened before. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all. And then the same thing with the Jao Pataya situation. But that brings me right back to this screenshot. Let me move this banner so y'all can see it completely. They asked about Abdullah Mason. He's at 135. I'm at 40. He's too young right now. So now you back at 135 because you over there on the Zuffa. Now what's your excuse? Y'all both under Jay Prince. I mean, what's the situation? This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. We don't really know. Obviously, he's extremely cryptid. You know what I'm saying? With the money situation, he don't know nothing about his contract. This is what he says. I don't know if I entirely believe him because he has a track record and a pattern of lying. But if what he says is true, you're not as in control of your career as you told Espinoza. Because you told Espinoza you were in control of your career. You tried to make it appear as if nobody reached out to you for a Gervonta fight when we know damn well that was a lie, first of all. Second of all, you told him you were in control of your own career. So why is it now fast forward years, right? A year or two or whatever the case may be. Why is it now you seem less in control of your career than you did back then? I just don't understand. But while these boys is over here playing games, child, we got some women who out here making some real noise, some real headway. Oh, now, first of all, let me play this before I get into the women. Kind of Ben and Ryan Garcia, they had their what you call it today. You know what? I got the call too late because I did get a call to go out there, but I was like, I am not driving to no damn Manhattan. First of all, Ryan didn't even stay for the whole time. Ryan was there for like 30 minutes. And I don't nobody care about no damn Richardson Hitchens and no damn Edgar Berlanga. So I was like, whatever. Ryan said he getting him out of there in 5 rounds. What y'all think of this fight? What do y'all think of this fight? Honestly, it's at 147. Conor been ain't fought at 147 since what, 2019? Ryan Garcia is notorious for missing weight any damn way. I mean, I don't know. He back training with his daddy, which I think I don't know. His father said he never lost a fight under his tutelage, so we shall see. I'm not high on this fight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm less high on the Oh, you think Ryan by KO? That's what I'm saying, FaZe. No, that's what I'm saying, FaZe. I don't even know if he can make it. It doesn't even make a lot of sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You said Ryan Garcia is gonna get his A whooped. Mr. Hi, Stinkmeyer. How are you? Lord have mercy. I don't know if he can make weight. I honestly don't know if he can make weight either. We're going to talk a little about some weight in a second, but I just want y'all to see that they had their little face off, whatever the case may be. Child, listen, if I'm being honest with y'all, that fight is a shit show. That's a fight that Dana wanted. It's a fight that he needs to legitimize his Paramount Plus deal. I'm assuming they needed a big name for Conor Ben. Ryan Garcia, but they have to do a collaboration with DAZN because Ryan Garcia is a DAZN and a Golden Boy fighter. Okay, so you can't you had to go over there and bend the knee. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that conversation because I know Oscar gave it to him. I know Oscar did. And now look, also that belt is going to be on the line, which, like Eddie said, makes the fight more intriguing. Yeah, so stop playing these games, Dana White. Who you think? Man, poor Ja Opataya. That's all I'm going to say. Poor Ja Opataya. He really thought that he could go over there and really make something of himself. And now he just over there. You know, he has nothing nobody wants. So somebody will have to be nice and give him a fight. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I don't know. But you know what else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Can we talk about this damn DAZN ultimate package? Because I don't know how many of y'all purchased that Tide shit. Remember a long time ago, I was boycotting DAZN, but then they started giving me some decent fights, so I was like, okay, right? But what I've noticed is they sold us an all-inclusive subscription for, what was that, $449? And told us it was like revolutionary or some shit. Their first, I think, major PBC fight still requires a separate Amazon subscription to, and I have Prime, so you know, whatever. But for those of y'all who don't and only had DAZN, it requires a second Amazon subscription, right? So they, you know, that coupled with the fact that they told y'all we were going to be getting how many fights a year? 12, I think, or some shit like that. Listen, honey, these people down bad. And if I'm not mistaken, Turkey, me personally, I would sue the shit out of Turkey Al-Sheikh. I would absolutely sue him because he done had more ring cards than anything. I think it was a minimum. They lucky I ain't got that damn. I didn't pull up that damn. I think it's like a minimum of 12 pay-per-view events at no extra cost. This is what they told us, right? One subscription for every fight. Please, child. They do anything to separate me from my quarters. They gave us what was that? Night of the Champions, I think, right? The David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard. They gave us that little Night of the Samurai thing. That was Inoue, right? Those two events, they were close, I think, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to remember. But I'm trying to remember who gave us the no, they were all Saudi cards, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna sue the shit out of DAZN. That's what I know. I gotta go back and look at that damn thing because if I go through the list and see which actual events DAZN actually put on, most of them are ring cards by Turkey or Queensberry. Oh, something ain't right. I gotta look that up because they ain't gonna be ganking mother for her coins. They ain't not gonna be ganking me for my damn coins, especially if I gotta pay anyway to see this damn EJ fight. If I gotta pay for another one to see this EJ fight, I'm gonna have a damn fit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Shelton, what is you hating about now? Yeah. It depends on what it includes. I gotta go back and look at it. It just seemed to me like I've been what Ryan Stops been. Hey J-Man baby. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all are donating to the channel to help grow the channel. We are on the road to 2K. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Mother knows she was late tonight, honey, but I was in them streets. I had things to do. Okay. But I did not forget that I said, let me get on in here. Y'all know I wasn't gonna let Shakur slither past mother. Y'all know he was not getting ready to slither past me. No, no, no. Speaking of slithering, let's see. Oh, you know what I saw that I thought was interesting? Well, first let's listen to no, let me get the girls. Let me do the girls. So, as I told y'all earlier, Amanda Serrano, she is fighting again on the 21st, baby. And let me give Amanda Serrano her flowers because if ain't nobody else gonna give them to her, she's very timid and she does not want to give them to herself. So mother got your back, girl. Don't you worry. Amanda Serrano is the first 7-division female world champion, the first Puerto Rican undisputed champion, the first female headliner at Madison Square Garden, the first female fighter ever, okay, to make $1 million in a fight. She's also the first female ever to fight 3-minute rounds like the men. She's the first ever woman to land on Times 100 list combat sports. Okay, she is the first ever women's boxing event on Netflix. She's the first ever sister duo in boxing because her sister used to box too. And now she is the first ever championship boxer who is going to have her fight aired on TikTok. Let's give a round of applause to Amanda Serrano. This girl is out here giving it up. Oh, y'all could do better than that. Come on now. Yes, Amanda Serrano is definitely out here making waves. Her tickets are on sale. Hold on, do I have a ticket thing? You got to get them because they're going fast, honey. Amanda Serrano's tickets are almost gone to her event in the 21st. Okay, so if you are interested in going out to California to attend her fight, she is actively, I don't know if this is going to be her last fight. I think she said something like that, but she's actively looking to break Christy Martin's record, obviously making herself the first woman to do that. So while she's out here making strides, honey, and doing everything that she needs to do to build women's boxing, we also have Alicia Baumgardner. Alicia Baumgardner, honey, is going to be on a TV show. Hold on, I got my homie clip. Let me play my girl clip. These girls out here on MVP are winning. Yes. My girl is going to be on Hulu, baby. Fox Network mainstream media. Okay? Yes. Now, this starts September 24th at 9 p.m. So I want y'all over there watching it, baby. We got to go support our Lily. Okay? She's out. The time is. I meant for that. I'm sorry, y'all. She's out here doing things the right way. She's taking her things, obviously crossing over into mainstream media. We know that Amanda Serrano has also done that by being on Times 100, and just continuously breaking barriers. And her fight is on the 21st. Now, this child, the other one who claims to be the GOAT, it appears as if her tickets are not selling. Okay, for her fight on the 15th. She's also out here asking for sponsors to put patches on her dress, her skirt, whatever the fuck she got going on. Anyway, her fight is on the 15th in Atlanta. If any of y'all are interested, run on down there, honey, and use your you can use your debit card, EBT card, whatever. She has a fight on the 15th, child. And on her undercard, we know is Ray J, Orlando Brown, Big Lex, and Tasiki, who is Krishan Rock's sister, older sister, I think. Yes, older sister. So I don't know. Y'all need to go and buy a ticket, child, and help this little thing out. She needs the help. Jaquin said I'm good. Yeah, well, first of all, those were not real bobbleheads because they did not bobble. So let's not say that. Those were bobbleless bobbleheads. They look like voodoo dolls, if you ask me, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, she's still having that garage sale. Yes, she's still asking for sponsors to be on her clothes. She got about 12, 13 slots, all of which are still empty. You would have thought that Salida Promotions and Win Records would have at least purchased two, but nevertheless, I wanted to speak on the MVP girls because obviously we know that Jake Paul puts them in the best position to win, right? It's not even like, I'm not even trying to be funny because she's really down bad and she needs somebody help. So, I don't know, maybe she needs to reconsider her options. I don't know, but my girls are winning, okay? They switching lanes, and listen, I don't know. Amanda Serrano, like I said, she's on her way to break Christy Martin's record. All right, she's 49-4-1. This fight on the 21st will be at the Resort Casino in Temecula, California, against an Argentina woman. I think she has she's the number 2 contender, Luciero Manzora. She has, I think, 14 wins, 4 losses, 7 knockouts, and she's ranked in the WBO, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And also her fight will be live on TikTok. All right. Women's boxing live on TikTok. All right. And we know Alicia, like I said, she's going to be on Fox Network. Okay. It just seems to me that, listen, Fox Network, honey, and Zeus Network, you tell me which one you would want to appear on. Okay. Now her little fight is gonna be on the 15th against Kay Scott, the little what's that child? OnlyFans model. And so we don't know. Her petition ain't got no more signatures on it, so I guess that's a good thing. But she's on the Zeus Network, not on Netflix, not on TikTok, not anywhere, not on Fox, not anywhere. She is on the damn Zeus Network. She needs to really take a look at her career and see which direction she wants it to go in, because it just seems as if, me personally, I would have taken another look at the contract that MVP sent over and really look it over to see if there was something that we can work out. I mean, I'm sure it's too late now. You done assaulted one of their damn employees, so I'm not really sure that that's a situation that's going to work out for her currently. But I'm just saying, if I were her, I would reevaluate some of my options to see if I can come up with a better one outside of Win Records. I don't know. I don't know, child. She got a lot going on. Yeah. Well, listen, yeah, and because if I'm not mistaken, Miss Joey, that's the only person she could get to get in the damn ring with her. Because she tried to fight Michaela Mayer. Michaela Mayer has a fight coming up too. We as her fight approaches, we're going to talk about that. But she tried to fight Michaela Mayer. For whatever reason, that fight never happened. I don't know what happened to the Lauren Price fight, although that's not much better because Lauren Price is at 147. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what she has going on. But I think promotion matters. The people you align yourself with matter. You have to put yourself in the best position to win. And I get it, she don't need Jake Paul, or so she thinks that she don't need Jake Paul and Nikisa. But I mean, from the outside looking in, it just looks like it would benefit you better to be over there with them. They seem to have a handle on this promotional thing when it comes to the women. That's all I'm gonna say. She just seems to Jake Paul, and I make no mistake about it, I do not respect his boxing at all. But I think when it comes to the women and the women's promotion and what he does for women's boxing, I mean, how can you argue with that? Women's boxing is back on ESPN. There's no other boxing on ESPN. Okay. Most of his fighters, they have their own platform. Well, not their own platform, but he gives them the biggest stages. Netflix, they're on ESPN. I mean, come on. That's a major brand network. You know what I'm saying? So branding matters to me, if I'm just going to be honest. And to me, Win Records and Salida Promotions, that shit ain't just going, that's not going to cut it. What's up, Thomas, baby? How you doing? That's just not going to cut it. You know, like I said, Amanda Serrano and Alicia Baumgartner, they're making big moves. You know, they don't have 6 people at their press conferences, and then they have these fools on the undercard throwing money, slapping each other with money on it. It just seems as if it would have benefited her better, in my opinion, to go and sit down and swallow her pride and be on MVP. Because I understand she thinks that she's the GOAT, and I understand that she thinks that she's bigger than the program. But recent moves via ticket sales would say otherwise. This is for her fight, like I said, on the 15th. Okay? This is for Amanda Serrano's fight on the 21st. There's barely any blue left. Clarissa's shit is all blue. Look at this. Come on, man. You got less than a month for this fight? Come on, man. Come on, man. All I'm saying is I don't think it would have hurt her to take a second look at the situation to see what's going on. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I think your promotion matters. I think like management matters. I think all of that kind of stuff matters. When you making these big deals and you making these moves, I think all of that stuff matters. Okay. And speaking of stuff that matters with promotional deals and who you align yourself with, we're gonna take it on back to Mr. Ortiz, right? Because they didn't get past Mother. They didn't slither past Mother. Like I said, they have decided to settle their differences. I will tell you this. In the beginning, right, I was very confused as to what was going on between them, right? Between what happened so quickly between them, why all of a sudden they was like beefing with each other, so on and so forth, until I remembered the little bald head egg that Virgil Ortiz has running his situation. Now, this man has been getting on my nerves for a very long time now. Promoter 559, also known as Rick Merigian, is his name. So he's basically once again poking the bear. I believe he heard, and I'm gonna play Boots' father in just a second, but he might have heard what Bozy said, or he might have heard the conversation that Fundora and Boots may be fighting in 2027. And now all of a sudden they want to act as if Boots is ducking Virgil Ortiz. This is the most fraudulent ish I have ever been a witness to in my life, y'all. And I'm not even kidding. The fact that they are actively trying to reignite this narrative that Boots will be ducking Virgil if he does not select to fight him is absolute foolishness. This has been going on from 147 all the way up now. And as you can see, Virgil Ortiz still ain't got no damn belt. He got his little interims. Boots done been undisputed. Well, he tried to be undisputed at 147, and now he got 2 belts already at 154. Virgil, what you doing? Because I specifically remember them saying that Boots needed a belt. Who was he? He don't got no belt. He this, he that. And now look at y'all. Child. But this is what Fundora had to say when he was asked about a fight with Jerron Boots Ennis.
Fans are saying that you're ducking Boots Ennis. Why do you think fans are saying that you're ducking Boots Ennis?
I mean, look, one day he won that fight and we're like, okay, let's see Boots Fundora. Let's see Fundora Boots, whatever it is. Let's make that fight happen. I mean, especially now that we're going to be on the zone. But then, the next day they throw out that we've been negotiating for him. Like, I never got a contract. They never told me about this. The guy we're going to fight next was already made before even Zayas fought Boots. So, I mean, it is what it is. Fans are going to say, they're going to see how they want to see it. It is what it is. We'll fight him. I mean, we'll see him next year or whatever.
Okay. I thought so. I thought that's a fight that they would make early like the first quarter of 2027. They should, because he does have a fight coming up. So what are y'all talking? Andy Fortin? Oh my damn it! Y'all done made me miss this damn fight. Talking to y'all, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Virgil Cap, yeah, they no A-Shell, because he has a fight coming up. No, but Fundora had this fight already scheduled. Remember, I told y'all a couple weeks ago that he had a fight. So I'm not tripping off that. I'm not tripping off that at all. He has that fight. He go take care of that fight, and then we'll see what happens from there. But this is what Bozy had to say about that anyway.
Whoever volunteered first, you know what I mean? Whoever raises their hand.
As a trainer, just is there a style you're
maybe looking forward to attacking with Boots, right? Like, I mean, a tall Fundora's is a...
No, I don't. To me, it doesn't matter what style. You know what I mean? We're gonna be able to do what we normally do. We're gonna take care of that. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, Fundora is a tall guy, long arms, and he can fight. You know what I mean? I want to see him. You know, maybe he can bring Boots to another level. You know what I mean? Like I said, they ain't see them levels, all the levels he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Fundora about, you know, the Boots fight and, you know, specifically the third round, and I mentioned how, you know, Boots said he was having fun.
Yeah, but see, go ahead. Everybody talk about the third round. They don't talk about nothing else but the third round. But look how Boots came back in the third round, and not only that, if you look at the fight, Boots got hit in the back of the head. He got hit in the back of the head. If you seen that when he's in close, he got hit in the back of the head, and Boots wasn't hurt. I knew I would tell the truth. When Boots came back, I said, Boots, did he hurt? He said, no, that I ain't hurt. You see what happened? I got hit. So he wasn't hurt. Everybody said he had him. Man, you come on, man. Y'all guys don't know nothing about boxing.
Yeah, you know,
I gotta find the other clip where he told Virgil basically, you know, yesterday's price and today's price, and we ain't waiting on y'all. We ain't waiting on y'all. So do y'all think if he don't fight Virgil next, it's a duck? I personally don't think so. I don't think it's a duck if he don't fight him next. Bozy teaching him to sit. Yeah. I don't think it's a duck though if he don't fight Virgil next, because who the hell is Virgil? You know, for whatever reason, y'all had this mysterious issue between you and Golden Boy, and it just so happened to be miraculously over. You know what I'm saying? After Boots and Xander. It just makes it, I don't know, it's crazy nonsense, but it's just like, I don't know when they're gonna give this man his credit, right? Speaking of people not giving nobody their credit, let's listen to this hater. So basically, and I don't know, Band Up is still in here. So basically, Bud just confirmed what I've known about him all along. He'd rather let somebody else do all the heavy lifting and then come play the cleanup woman. Is that what I'm getting from that? But now let's go back a little bit, because his timeline actually doesn't really make a lot of sense. At that time, wasn't Benavidez still holding belts at 168? Or maybe Canelo had more. But I know that he was at 168, and he said he was willing to go back to 168 to fight Bud. Bud did not want to fight him. But they're 168. Both of them said, some people say Canelo was a small 168, but yet they wanted him to fight Benavidez, right? They were at 168. We got to see what's going on, man. He says, what would he get out of fighting Jerron Boots Ennis at the time when he was supposed to fight him at 147? Wasn't that for the belt? For him to keep the belt? He said all he thought was either to retain his titles or get new titles. But isn't that why the IBF stripped him? Because he wouldn't fight as mandatory? That would have been a title. That would have been a defense, wouldn't it? I'm confused. I don't know. So what? Somebody said Andy Cruz lost? What happened? I must be reading that wrong. I gotta I'm not turning on this fight. Y'all got me up in here forever. All things you watch. Yeah, I got to go watch this fight. Did Andy Cruz win or lose, y'all? Y'all let me know. Because I'd hate for him to lose again. 2 fights back to back. That's not a good sign. Unless they robbing my peoples, man. Okay. Andy won. Okay, good. Okay, good. Was this still for the eliminator? Because I know all they did was switch out Albert Bell, but was that fight still for the IBF eliminator? I gotta look that up and see if that was still for the Albert Bell eliminator. Is anybody watching the Alberto Playo card? I want to see how he's doing. And that's a pro box card. I'm gonna be watching boxing all day tomorrow because I done missed 17 fights. Oh well. But yeah. So I don't know what Bud got going on. He said he would have got nothing out of fighting Boots. What do you get out of talking about him every day? That's all I want to know then. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, only thing you can do is Andy back. He never really went nowhere. Like I said, I didn't take too much from that Maritalo loss. It's not I thought he was fighting on DAZN. I guess not. Maybe on Pro Box. Hold on. Because I know it was 2 other cards on. Besides this one, besides the Diego Pacheco card. I know he was fighting tonight. Because when I did the schedule, I saw his name. I was like, oh snap, I didn't know he was fighting tonight. Let me see. Yeah, don't even tell me. I gotta look that up and see where he was fighting. Because I wanted to see it. I want to see how he looked after his last Oh, he is? Okay, we're gonna wrap it up then because I want to watch the Diego Pacheco. First of all, Aircraft, you don't have to call him that, baby. How his brother look though, y'all? Let me find that for you, all things. How his brother look? How Diego Pacheco's brother look? He fought earlier, right? Fredro, whatever his name is. Let me see. Alberto Puello. Okay. Oh, it looked like he might have fought already. Look, the car came on at 8. But see, don't tell me where the hell I can watch it. Hold on a second. Oh, Prime? Was it on Prime? Let's see. Oh, he fought in a. Where did he fight? Santo Dominican Republic. I don't know. Where is this fight at? It says it's a close Carlos Alberto Puello. Oh, Boxio. Man, listen. Where can I watch the damn card at? It said the event links is in Boxrec. This don't make damn sense. Hold on. I'm trying to find out where he's at. It's a matter of time before. Yeah, I agree. And where to watch. Okay. So Alberto Puello. It said ESPN stream select region. Alberto is fighting Miguel 10-round welterweight at Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. You can stream select regional boxing schedules and international boxing. Oh, you got to stream it through. It says ESPN, y'all. But he's fighting in Dominican Republic or Dominico. So, No, Jab Andy got the guy out of it. No, baby. I was saying, I was asking how Pacheco's brother did. I guess that's his little brother. He fought earlier. Fredro or Frejoto. Yes, the panel's open. You don't see the link there? Did I not pin the link? All right, because if anybody coming up here, I'm gonna go watch the card. Yeah, I got a lot going on tonight. Let me see. I thought it was pinned, baby. Pacheco fighting a small fry. You know what's crazy? I don't know a shell because maybe he did. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's pinned, baby. I think it's pinned. Phase. They stopped the fight. Buddy tore his bicep in the second, I believe. The Puello fight is on YouTube. Okay, thank you, TD. Who stopped the fight? Oh, his brother. Buddy tore his bicep in the second. Who? Thank you, TD. Look at TD. Look at the Lord. So that's what the Pacheco fight is. I mean, the Puello fight is on. Who tore their bicep? Pacheco's brother or the other guy? No. Okay, Sean Boxing. Okay. Okay. Thank you, TD. What's up, Paige?
Jab Queen, I ain't gonna do the fanned out stuff right now. Almost there. How you doing today, Queen?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Oh man, I just listen to your content and watching the fights at the same time.
Oh, that's what's up. You said you ain't gonna be fanned out about who? Who you gonna be
Nah,
fanned out
because
about?
Crawford Black Jesus. But look, I was just gonna say this.
Please.
I was just only gonna say this. You remember when Bob, Aaron, Bud, and Earl was in the back chopping it up? Earl had the red jumpsuit. And Bud was like, well, I want to fight you. I want to fight you. Said, get a belt. I got a belt. I think Earl had one belt at that time. I think he had beat Kell Brook or something. He had one belt. And then Earl told him, I want to fight Sean Porter. And then I want to fight somebody else. And then you last. And then Bud Crawford said, you smart. You remember that? Bud Crawford said, you smart. Crawford knew he didn't have nothing coming from the PBC giving him a title shot with some of them guys if he was with top ranked Bob Aaron right there. Crawford already knew that, and Earl knew that. That's why Earl said straight out, I'm going to go fight Sean Porter, and I'm going to go fight, what's his name? I'm going to fight you last. So I don't necessarily put it as Earl doing the heavy lifting, because he could have just fought Bud when they both had one title.
I was talking in general about, turn your TV down, Mr. Shelton. I was talking in general about him letting other guys do the heavy lifting, because as you heard Jenna back, he said it would have been for Undisputed. So that was my whole point in bringing that conversation home. But since you brought up EJ, what do y'all think about him changing the weight to 160?
Oh, he needs to be at 160 because he been out of the ring so long. I think 160 is better for him. I don't take too much into it. It's a better division for him as well. So, I hope he goes out there and shine. I hope he's super strong.
So y'all don't think that is an indication that he can't make the weight?
Yeah, probably pretty sure. Yeah. But ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's learning his body again. It's been 3 years since he had to cut weight, so there's nothing wrong with, him saying, "Hey man, bring it to 60, dog. I ain't trying to." You know what I'm saying? This ain't what I thought it was. I was 33 before last time I cut weight.
I'm with Tim Zoo. I'm with Tim Zoo, man. 58-60 don't matter. I'm gonna beat you up anyway.
So you going for Tim Zoo in this fight, Shelton? Hey, Jamie from New York, baby. How you doing?
My heart, I'm pulling for Errol. But my wallet is going with Tim Zoo.
Sexy Kendra said it. Earl Spence did the Gary Antoine Russell. He said, "I want you last."
Look, yeah, that's it. You got me, Queen.
He did.
My heart is with Errol, but my wallet is with Tim Zoo.
So, how do you think he's gonna look in this fight? What do you think? How do you think he's gonna look in this fight against Tim Zoo? Just given everything that we've seen with like the
bad.
Lord,
3 years off. Bad.
So you think that Tim Zoo is going to just annihilate him, or you think
no. Tim Zoo's not good enough to annihilate him, but Tim Zoo's going to beat him because he hasn't fought in 3 years.
So you think the ring rust is going to be the main reason that he loses?
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much of a gap. This dude lost a couple fights, but he's been fighting consistently since 2023. Errol Spence has not. That's the difference in this fight.
But you got stopped 3 times, bro. And you got stopped 3 times bad. And you haven't looked.
At least he was in the ring fighting. This dude was on the couch eating Pringles.
You've been going to decision with guys that we don't know. Earl been getting
and this dude been going the distance with the remote and the pillow. He ain't been doing nothing.
Mr. Shelton.
This is what you got to look at. Even if they both got stopped, okay, at Earl's peak, he's way better than Tim. If they both got stopped, okay, even at a lesser Earl or a lesser Tim, Earl's still better.
What was the best Earl?
2 extra times. Like
wait, Space. What was the best Errol you ever saw? The best Errol Spence you ever saw?
Well, people don't like it, but I like it when Ugas. He was putting it on Ugas' ass. I like Ugas.
Okay. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. The Errol Spence that fought Ugas is gone. And he's never coming back.
I don't know. That's basic Earl though. Earl always been pretty much what it is. I think Earl's a stronger fighter than him. I think Earl is hitting this, just as good as him. He got a new trainer. I think Earl gonna look better than Tim Zoo. I'm sorry, Tim Zoo is not.
Well, I got him getting his ass whooped, but Errol Spence has the opportunity to shut me up and prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Tunnel Vision. I thought his best. The way he looked best was with Kell Brook. But let me. Okay, so let's put this just in a different.
I don't think he was as strong as he was against. I think he was stronger against Ugas than Kell Brook. He was strong with Kell Brook, but with Ugas, he looked like he was in that ring looking like 165, 170 and strong. So I don't know.
Let me ask y'all something.
Hey, Queen, hold on, Queen. It's Andy Ruiz. Go ahead.
Andy Ruiz. What about him? What about Andy Ruiz?
He don't know what he's saying.
Oh,
Andy Ruiz is on the broadcast. Andy Ruiz look like he's been on the Olympics.
And he looked.
Yeah, he do look. Yeah, he do. I saw that earlier. You saw his little video. I didn't want to play it because I didn't want to get copyrighted. But he
looked like Edward Berlanga.
You mean Edgar Berlanga?
Yeah.
Oh, he got a fight, Queen. He's fighting September 4th. He's fighting September 4th against the guy that just fought Caballero, Kaniba?
Mr. Sheldon, it's obvious you need to get to the show when I do the news because we've already covered that. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I just saw.
Yeah. Anyway. So what do y'all think, right? Like, so do y'all think, because I know that we all just have this last version of EJ in our head, and that's obviously the worst version of him that any of us has ever seen, right? But given the car accidents, given the red in its hair, given the last performance that we saw him in the ring, what are we looking to expect from EJ in this fight? Because I mean, if y'all think y'all gonna get prime EJ, then that's just not realistic.
Go ahead, FaZe. What do you expect? Yeah, because I know what I expect.
When it comes to Earl, I mean, I seen Earl getting beat up, but I seen Earl fighting back and getting up off that pavement every time, right back up. So the heart is not a question. You know what I'm saying? Even broken, whatever was up, whatever the excuses was, I seen him get up.
I mean, we know he stuck his nails. It still took Bud 9 rounds to get him out of there with a broken rib cage. So I understand that.
Right. So if the heart, that's not a question for me. He got a new trainer. That trainer is very good with showing dudes the fundamentals, the jab, keeping him right, keeping him tight, keeping him sharp. So I'm looking for him to be sharper. I know he's strong. I know he got heart, and I just think, you know, he might be a little bit slower. You know, I'm not expecting him to be super fast. He might be a little bit slower, but as far as like when he gets where he wants to get, I'm expecting the same Earl. When he gets in that pocket, I'm expecting the same thing. Body attacks, 1-2 to the body, one up top. I'm expecting a strong Earl. He might be a little slower though. That's the only thing I think.
Right. And I was asking that because in the press conference and his conversation with Andre Ward, he just sounded a little delayed to me. Right. And I was having this conversation on somebody's panel last night, and I was like, you know what, he sounds a little delayed in his speech. And somebody said, you know, it could be because of his teeth. It could be because, you know, he may be showing early signs of you know, being a little punchy, you know what I'm saying? But what do we think that those punches are going to look like? What do we think his punch resistance is going to look like? His timing, his footwork, because we saw him working out, but we don't really see a lot of his footwork. We don't really see a lot of head movement. We know he's the big fish. We know he has heart, but sometimes you have to work smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't know what he's going to look like after getting punched in his face. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been punched in his face for 3 years. And I know shadow boxing and working out and training, all that shit a little different in that ring.
He's never had the best feet, though. You know what I mean? So I'm not expecting Earl to get out there on his toes. You know what I mean?
But you just said Ronnie Shields is teaching him how to do this, do that, do this, and that. You don't think that would be a part of what he's teaching him?
Man, that's just how he fights. He's not a like Brian Norman. I mean, he that's the same coach. Brian Norman wasn't on his toes. I don't know. I don't expect Earl to not be flat-footed. I think he gonna be flat-footed. That's what that's what he's always been. But I think that jab gonna be a lot more educated. He gonna set up the left hand better. But as far as like, you know, footwork, I'm not expecting a lot of footwork from him. But he doesn't need that to beat Tim Tszyu. He don't need that to beat Tim Tszyu. No.
You don't think he needs that to beat Tim Tszyu?
No. He could walk right through Tim Tszyu. He could walk right.
You think so?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Look.
Yes.
I've been watching this sport since 1969. I seen 4 people do it.
Damn.
I seen Muhammad Ali do it. I saw Sugar Ray Leonard do it. I saw George Foreman do it.
Come back at the long
I saw John Jones do it. Those are the only 4 people I've seen take off 3 years and come back and be successful. I don't think Errol is any of those two.
What's your metric of success? Are you saying just one fight against somebody that's not a champion?
Win a fight against an active young fighter.
Just win a fight.
Yes.
Okay.
Just win a fight. I don't think he can do it. I do not think he can do it. But like I said earlier, he has the opportunity on July 25th to prove me wrong.
I mean, if you was talking about Sheldon like that, I mean, if he was fighting one of the champions, then I'll be like, oh shit. But we talking about a guy that been stopped 3 times. He quit the last time he got. I don't think that this.
That don't have nothing to do with Errol. Errol didn't make him quit.
You right.
You talking about the hold on. BW, you talking about the one that he just did on the what you call it podcast with Brian Custer? Because I think I played that one last week. You talking about that one when Brian Custer interviewed Ronnie? Because that's the one I'm talking about when he was talking about like just showing him basically breaking back down the fundamentals and all that stuff. Is that the one you're talking about? Let me know because I think I got it still. I can play it. But that's basically what I was talking about too when Ronnie Shields was basically saying like we had to retrain him and all that stuff. It's like it's a little late in the game for that because when you get hit in the face, you're always gonna revert back to what it is that you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's
I
what it
heard the
is.
dude say in the interview, "This may be my last fight." I heard the dude say, "I'm already thinking about where I'm going on vacation after this fight," and all this is a month before the fight. You lost already, bro. It's over. You lost
So
already.
you're saying that mentality of having basically 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, you lost
You
already.
talking about Derek? You talking about Derek James, BW?
No,
You
I'm talking
Derek
about.
James,
I'm talking about. I heard Errol Spence say that. I heard Errol Spence say this may be my
I'm
last
talking to
fight.
BW. I was talking to
Oh,
BW.
okay.
He must be talking
Yeah.
about He must be
Okay.
talking about DJ.
Yeah.
I think that's what
he
you're
lost
talking about,
already.
BW.
And Jab, I'm not like when Tim was at the peak of his career, he had just beat Tony Harrison and he was doing his thing. I was very high on Tim. I wanted him to fight Charlo and do all that stuff. You know, that cut that he got against Fundora. I feel like that just shot his career out. Before that cut, he was beating up Fundora. You know, Tim Tszyu was a hell of a talent, but after that, he ain't looked nowhere near. After that cut, he had to fight 9 rounds with a big old gash, looked like somebody hit him with a hammer in the top of his head. He ain't been the same. He ain't been the same.
You talking about Tim Tszyu?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Tim Tszyu, yeah, he do have a new coach. He's back with he's with Johnny French or French. He's a 4-time world champion. So he switched at the last minute too. They're making a lot of switches. Things are, they try and play little mind games or whatever the case may be. But I will say this. What do we think his timing is going to be? That's my concern, right? Like, it's one thing to train and all that, but it's another thing. And I get it. Tim Tszyu, he ain't no world beater. I never said he was, but he has been more active and he has proven to be durable. He went through 2 wars with Fundora and he didn't hand Fundora that fight in either one of them. Well, the last one he quit, and I thought he shouldn't have quit because he was having some success. But I guess that cut opened up again, and things just became what it became. But for the most part, I felt like he was having some success towards the later rounds. But Tim Tszyu, he has been more active, obviously, and he's durable. He's tough. Now, I know Big Fish and all that. We going on what EJ used to be in his prime and in his early 30s, but now we are talking about a man who's had 2 car accidents, retina surgery. Okay, and his last fight was not the best representation of who he was. To come back 3 years off the couch and fight somebody durable who's going to be all over you in that fight like Tim Tszyu, what are we expecting? I know some of y'all say Spence is going to stop him, this, that, and the third, but are y'all really analyzing with y'all brain or y'all analyzing with y'all heart?
I'm analyzing with my brain. I'm thinking about who Earl Spence has always been and the styles that he had a lot of success against. Tim Tszyu is a guy that he likes to stand in front of you. And we know what Earl does to those guys, the Kell Brooks, the Ugas is. It's a little different as far as, I guess they styles, but that type of fighter, I think Earl has success against. Like, I always thought that Keith Thurman would give him a little bit of trouble with the movement and trying to catch him in between. Earl throw that long jab, where he reaches. I always said Tim Tszyu or Crawford would get him. But a guy that's like kind of pretty much stationary standing in front of him, that's Earl's alley. That's what Earl wants. That's what Earl wants. It's like, yeah.
I feel like you may be comparing, who he was to who he is. Because to be honest, there's a lot of unanswered questions. We don't know who he is today as a fighter. That's why I'm so like a little on edge about this fight. I want to see, right? Like I have to see how he looks at weigh-in. I have to see, his confidence seems to be there though, but he's always been that type of cat, right? Like EJ always been, hard as stone. He just always been that way. No tune-ups, Big Fish. I get all of that. But are we being realistic with our expectations of somebody 3 years off the couch? You know what I'm saying? We're going by who he used to be before all of those things transpired. This is a man now, like I said, who's been in 2 car accidents, retina surgery, been through, he's been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? To now come back and come up against a guy who, may not be the toughest guy, but he tough enough. You know what I'm saying?
He always kept a good high guard, Earl. He always kept like the only danger I sense when it comes to Earl is if you just sitting there getting hit with right hands after right hands. As long as you just if you stand tight enough to not let Tim get his best shot consistently, then he's fine. But if his defense is literally leaking, he's reaching that jab out there, and he's just giving himself up. If he's that slow, if he's that off balance, if he's if something is that far off, yeah, he'll get beat up. But
I mean, it's not like FaZe that we're gonna go through a whole fight without seeing him get hit at all.
Yeah, no.
My problem is how will he react when he gets hit? If what I'm saying, if he gets flush, if he gets hit, what I'm saying, with something that maybe he doesn't expect. Well, is his chin the same? Is his endurance the same? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. And obviously we won't know any of these things until the fight. I'm just thinking out loud basically right now.
Jab Queen, I think you're right on about when he gets hit, but I seen Ariel outboxing him, and I think Ariel's going to be a little cautious. I don't think he's going to go in there and go head to head with Tim Tszyu. I think that'll be a mistake, and I think he knows that'll be a mistake. Just he hasn't fought in 3 years. Who knows what he's been doing? He looks pretty good right now. The man's in shape. I want him to win because I really like Ariel. But I really think he's going to outbox him. I don't think that he's going to get in a firefight with Tszyu. I think he knows that'd be too risky. And so, yeah, and that's just my opinion. I hope he outboxes him. I don't want him to go head up with him. If he getting a couple of exchanges, that's fine. But I don't want to see a whole round of him going back and forth with Tim Tszyu. I think that would be a mistake.
Big dog. That is an old dog. He gonna fight his weight.
We know that FaZe, but see that, like to Big Dog Willie's point, that may play into Tim Tszyu's hand. Y'all just said, Tim Tszyu, he shouldn't stand in front of EJ, but that can go the opposite way too.
I don't.
Jab, but I'm just saying he that's how Earl fights. I cannot see Earl after all these years becoming a back foot fighter. That would be.
Errol's also smart though. He ain't no dummy. So. I can't see him.
I'm not saying he's just gonna run in there and just start fighting from round 1, but after like round 3 or 4, Earl's gonna get cracking. He's gonna step.
I can't see. I can see him doing that, but I can't see him doing consistently round after round after round. I can't see that. If he does do that, that's a mistake. And I'm be the first one. He will get hurt, and I'm not saying he might get put down. I'm not gonna say he get knocked out, but he's gonna lose that fight if he does that with this guy.
If Earl finds a way to get in the inside, Big Dog Willie, like if Tim Tszyu is just letting him walk in there, Earl's gonna walk in there, and he's gonna put that pressure on your body.
A difference between Tszyu and Ariel, and this is what I'm saying: Tszyu don't give a fuck. He'll fight you like that the whole time and get beat up and get knocked down and get knocked out. He don't care. But I said in terms of Ariel doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to do that with Tszyu. Ariel's a lot better. He's a better fighter, better boxer. He has higher boxing IQ, and he doesn't need to do that. A young Ariel, no joke, no easy work. But right now, not the first fight back. Nah, I can't. Nah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm very, very. I'm just a little leery. I can't say I'm not anxious, a little butterflies, because I don't want him to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's doing this mainly for himself, which is what I respect most about him. EJ's always been a dog, right? So I think I respect the fact that he's just trying to see if he can prove it to himself that he can still get in there one more time. But like Mr. Shelton said, when you sitting in press conferences and you sitting down doing interviews talking about you thinking about vacation already, that's not a good sign. Either that means you looking past Tim Tszyu, or you think it's going to be an easy fight, and I'm not really sure he should take that approach.
Yeah, you're right, Jab Queen. I've never seen Earl fight no other way though when it comes to that, Big Dog Willie. That's Earl Spence. He believes that he can break anybody down. He felt like he could break Terrence Crawford down. He's going to try to break you down. That's Earl.
Nah, he didn't feel like that with Crawford because he said it. He said he couldn't sleep before the fight and all this. He said he kind of knew he might lose.
But look
You
at
know what I'm
that
saying?
first.
So
If you go back to round one, Earl Spence threw a jab. He got right in there on Crawford and came with that 1-2 to the body. Boom, boom. Hit Crawford with it. Crowd going crazy because they know that that's Earl. It got dark for him, but Earl still had the same approach. He didn't go in there with Crawford like, oh, I ain't finna do what I do.
Phase,
No,
Phase,
he was still
I'm not
trying
gonna
to do
cut
what
you
he
off.
do.
Phase, he was doomed from the start, man. And I'm not trying to be funny. Spencer,
I'm not.
he was injured. I mean, whatever else was going along with him, whatever he said, whatever excuses, whatever it was, he was doomed from the start.
I'm just
Because
the point I'm trying to make
Crawford is
is
just a better fighter. But
no.
Go
I
ahead.
get all that. I'm just trying to make the point that Earl's gonna fight how Earl fights. And
What
I
new
saw that in all his fights.
trainer, 3 years off. Who knows? I
But
mean,
but see, that's what I'm saying. When Ronnie Shields was saying they were working back on the fundamentals, I'm like, even if you are trying to reprogram him, when he gets in that fight, not to say he will get in trouble, but if he, in the event that he gets into trouble, he's gonna revert back to his old ways because that's all he knows. That's how he's been boxing since the Olympics.
Elite body work.
we'll see. We'll see. Jab Queen, we'll see. I hear what you're saying, but I think we're looking at it from the protection of him, and I'm looking for like the
You trying to
skill
make
level.
him change his style though, big
Well,
dog.
because he can't. Because I'm saying he's not. I don't think he's going to go in there. My personal opinion, I could be dead wrong, but I don't think he's going to go in there and fight like we have seen him fight like before. I
I
cannot see
wouldn't
him do that.
recommend that because, first of all, Tim Tszyu is going to apply that pressure. He's going to be all over him. He said he's already looking to knock him out earlier than what Bud did. So we obviously know that, you know what I'm saying, he's going in there with some sort of strategy. The fact that he switched trainers at the last hour lets me know also that he's going to be working on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? You know, we'll see next Saturday, that's for sure. And I'm not in the protection business, Big Dog Willie. I'm just trying to be logical about the situation because what I think is that a lot of people have 2015, 2016, 2017 EJ in their head and not 2023 after the car wrecks, after the retina surgery, after the fight with Bud Crawford. Because really what the business is, what have you done for me lately? What is my recollection of how you were last? And of course, that's not a representation of who he is because he's only ever lost once. But that one loss was a bad loss.
I mean, but look who he fought against, though.
Yeah, that's
It's
okay.
not. Yeah, look who he fought against. It wasn't like he fought against like Amir Khan or
I'm not saying that
Lamont
he lost
Peterson
to
or something
no
like
bum.
that.
I'm not saying he lost. I'm not saying he lost to no bum because we all know. Y'all know I can't stand Bud Crawford, but I will say the nigga can fight. But it shouldn't have looked like that's. It should not have looked like that
I feel
much
you.
of a
I feel
skill
you.
gap.
Yeah,
It
I
shouldn't have
feel
looked
you.
like that much of a skill gap. You know what I'm
When you
saying?
able to
I feel
technically
you.
exploit somebody's weakness, and Earl's weakness was his feet and his speed. When Bud Crawford can exploit you, it's hell. It's hell.
Well,
That's
we know
just
he's an
Bud
opportunist,
Crawford.
so that's
Yeah,
yeah, we know he's an
that's just Bud
opportunist.
Crawford though, man. Earl is a dog. He's gonna be in there and be a
Oh yeah, he's
dog.
a dog for sure. He's a dog
Yeah.
for sure. But I'm just thinking realistically, like how much more punishment can this man take?
How much more punishment can Tim Tszyu take?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I'd rather lean
Tim
towards.
Tszyu been getting his ass kicked.
But the thing about Tim Tszyu don't give a fuck. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. He's
Don't
like one of the
matter.
people who get caught in the
It don't
corner, and
matter
he's
because
gonna scrape himself out of it. He's gonna fight until he dies. He's like that type of person. Yeah, I'm just saying, EJ don't deserve that type of. He don't need to get in a firefight with him because it's not necessary for him to get in a firefight. It's not necessary for him to do that.
But the problem that I have with what you're saying, Big Dog Willie, is you're not gonna change Earl.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like he has a style.
I hear what you're saying, but fighters in the past have changed the way they fought. A la like Mayweather, a la like Ali, a la like George Foreman. They've changed the way they fought when they got older. And so I think if Spence want to succeed, he'll have to fight a lot different than he did back in the past.
Yeah, he could have been. Hold on, Big Dog. Yeah, realist boxing channel. He could have been in the gym, and all that's good. You know what I'm saying? And I would assume so because we did see some pictures here and there of him, doing pad work and all that stuff. But the pads can't hit you back. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about punch resistance. We're talking about timing. We're talking about stuff like that. We know he never really had no footwork, but I still, even with the training with Ronnie Shields, I don't see no head movement. I don't see none of that.
That's because Earl, he's always fought like that. Like I don't know. I feel like after you've been fighting so long since the Olympics, he been fighting like that, rushing you to the body, then coming up top. Like them combinations is embedded in Earl. He's going to resort back to that. Like that's just like you saying it, Jab Queen. When the shit get hot, when the kitchen gets hot, Earl is going to resort back to what he's always known, and that's brawling, fighting, getting his respect, stepping on his opponents, and that's what he's gonna try to do.
I understand that, but like Big Dog Willie said, is it smart to get into a firefight with Tim Zoo?
I haven't seen Tim Zoo's power really after them knockouts he took. Like after Tim Zoo been getting knocked out, I haven't seen his power backing dudes up, hurting guys, doing like he used to be. Like I don't know if he, some of them wars he had took some of his power away, but he ain't been scaring nobody,
Hey,
hurting nobody.
Picasso, baby.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. He's not like I said, I don't think Tim Zoo is a world beater by any stretch of nobody's imagination. But what he is active. What he is durable. And what
He's
he
younger
is willing
too.
to do, and what he is willing to do is die in that ring. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we're gonna see. Now, is he his daddy? No. But he's tough, man. Is he tough enough? We'll find out. We'll find out July 26th. But I just have concerns, just listening to EJ talk, he seems a little delayed, and just different things I've been noticing. You know what I'm saying? Like, his timing. We know he ain't got no footwork, but his timing, his punch resistance, 3 years off the couch. These are just concerns. Like I said, I'm just voicing them out loud because they are things to be concerned about. Like, I hope that nobody don't think he's just gonna walk into this fight and just walk all over Tim Zoo, unless I'm just completely delirious.
Hey, Jab
and
Queen. You see
yeah.
Axel coming, actively getting his ass kicked.
No, don't do that. I'm gonna put a shell up. Miss Joette, walk a shell to his car. But no, listen.
Man, he lost 3. I wish they said he fought 7 times since Earl Spence fought.
He has. I think EJ wins. If he wins a battle, it's his last fight. If he wins by a large margin, he fights again. Honestly, BW, I don't think he wants to fight anymore. I think he's coming back to just to gauge where he is, honestly. Because I mean, he's gonna be at 160. Is that the way class he's gonna stay at? Because if he stays at 160, who does he fight? Who is he gonna fight up there? You know what I'm saying? Who
I think that's a good weight class. If he wants to keep going, I think that's a good weight class. There's nobody that skilled up
They don't
there.
really have a lot of. It's no. That's what I was about to say. It's not a lot of people up there. It's not a lot of niggas up there with no. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird. It's weird how I'm talking about Tim Zoo, but a guy like Lara would give Spence a little bit of trouble. The movement, but that's a fight though. That's a fight. Lara and Spence.
I don't know. How old's Laura? 44, something like that.
Hey, he been still kicking ass. He got a belt.
He not, but one hitter quitter. He's not in that weight class with Devin. You so silly. Speaking of though, Devin did say he was gonna move up to 154 if I'm not mistaken.
When?
Yeah, I could have sworn I heard him say
Oh,
he's
you
moving
heard
up to
his daddy said
154.
that? Did daddy say that?
I believe
did he
they're gonna
say?
move up to 154. I have to look. Let me see my
Did his daddy say that? Because if his daddy said it,
Hey, look what Aircraft said. See, Laura's a good fight. I'm telling you, Laura and Spence. That's a banger. PBC. I wouldn't.
You want to see him fight Charlo? Well, you know what?
Right.
If they can ever get themselves together, I wouldn't mind that fight either, BW. If they can get themselves together and work something out, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Because both of them, see, that's kind of more on an even playing field to me. They both been off the couch for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They're both very talented. Nobody ever beat Charlo for his belts. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. But are we looking for EJ to come back and be super active? Is that what we're expecting?
I say like 3 more fights. Just this fight and maybe 2 more, and just call it a day. Like it's cool.
I mean, I have always said I don't want the last, image of EJ for anybody to have of him is to, getting beat up. I did always want him to come back and at least go out on a better note. But I don't know if we're looking for him to just come back completely into the sport, because it's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? You've done everything that you need to do, in my opinion. Just come back and put a different last image of you in people's brains, and I'm good with that, because EJ, he's given boxing a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's given us some fantastic fights. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the years, he showed that he's really about that action. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a solid dude. So I just never wanted him to go out on a loss, because I know he's better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Aircraft said what I was thinking. He gonna say Earl and Keith, but that's no. I don't want to.
Keith need to cut that down. I don't want to see Keith's ass no more either. After Fundora just
You know,
beat the hell out of him.
that'd be a nice fight though.
It
That'd
would be a nice fight though.
That would be a nice fight.
Stylistically, that's a great fight.
That's a nice fight. I ain't go. Yeah, that's a nice fight.
That's a
Because I
great
think they're
fight.
still
That's a
after.
great fight.
Yeah, they're in the same mode right now. How's
It's
Keith?
just Keith,
Keith, what, 35, 36?
I don't know how high guys are going to be on
Keith Thurman
Keith,
is
big
like
dog.
36.
They might look at Keith like you know what I mean? Like, you want to make some money and stuff. Like, I don't know if Keith going to be what you want at the end of your career. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? Why not?
But how much?
Guys
But how much
does
Keith
him
have
after
left?
that fight? That's what
Exactly.
How much does Keith have left
So
in the tank, though?
the old beat up geezers can fight each other. I mean, I'll watch a fight. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'll watch the fight. Would you watch the fight?
Hell yeah.
Jam Queen, you watch the fight? Yeah.
I would. I watch any damn
If
thing.
it was up to me, I would say this: Earl, go ahead and fight Tim Tszyu, go fight Israel Lara, and then retire when you fight Charlo, and that's it. Fight Charlo, retire. 3 fights.
But I think about it. I think Keith would be a good fight because they're supposed to fight how many times in the last 10 years?
That'd be
I think that'd be a good fight for him to either go out on or for him for this next second fight. I think it'd be a good fight for just to see those two, they're way past their prime, just to see what they can do with each other. And it'd be fun to watch.
Okay.
See, and that's my thing, right? Like, so we're talking about EJ coming back 3 years off the couch, and Mayweather's about to fight again too. Mayweather's 50 damn years old.
Mayweather about to do what? Mayweather about to do what?
He's about to fight. He's about to fight. Mayweather has like 2 or 3 fights scheduled this year. He's still fighting that German nigga. He's fighting Mike Tyson.
Oh Lord.
So I mean,
nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about this.
You see Aircraft saying Lara would knock out Earl, man. Hey, he crazy, man.
Lara's like 60. Lara ain't knocking out nothing.
Lara can fight though. He underrated.
Lara's 60, man.
He's underrated.
So
You'll
I mean,
get better as you get older.
You told
You
me
just get older.
how you feel. You said that Tim Tszyu was gonna knock EJ out.
I didn't say go knock him out. I said he's gonna beat him in 12 rounds, but he's gonna beat him for sure. I'm sitting here right now watching this dude fight in front of 13 people.
Who?
Pacheco. Ain't nobody there. I told you wasn't nobody coming but his family.
He been saying that shit.
I can't take
all
you
week,
seriously.
man. He been saying that shit all week, man.
I told you, look at the crowd. This is crazy. This is the main event.
This guy look like he's a punching bag.
Does he?
No. They look.
Oh, Aleem?
They look.
Jab Queen. It's Aleem. It's Emmanuel Aleem. Everybody beats on him. You seen him 3-4 times this year. Everybody beat him up.
It's a lot of seats missing up in there.
Nobody knows that dude. Nobody knows that dude.
It's not that nobody knows that dude. It's the fact that nobody's really high on Diego Pacheco either, like that.
He's an undefeated top 10 ranked fighter, but nobody knows who he is.
I don't like outside fights. It's probably cold in Cali right now, man.
It's 80 degrees. What do you mean?
Oh, it's 80 degrees. And no,
in Cali of all places, you gonna say it's cold in Cali?
Man, it gets cold at night in Cali, bro. I'm from.
Listen. Let me tell you something about Carson, California, for a fight. If nobody knows you, people got other things to do in Los Angeles besides go to the Home Depot Center and watch somebody we never heard of. They don't know this dude.
Oh, stop it! It's a show.
I don't like no outside fights.
I don't really like those either.
I don't like no damn outside fights.
I feel unprotected.
Man, for real.
Nah,
How
but
come
okay,
Tim
guys. So
Bradley
I
can
mean,
back it out?
honestly, child, please.
How come other fighters could pack it out?
Here we are.
But this dude from South
Mr.
Central
Shelton,
can't pack it out.
He ain't from South
One hit
Central.
quit. He said most.
He's
of the,
from 43rd and Main. The
said
dude is
most
from
of
South
them.
Central Los Angeles. He's from right down the street.
Oh yeah, he
Hold
is.
on.
If he from 43rd and Main.
One hit quit. Said 13 people. Most of those people probably the maintenance people and the custodian.
Custodians.
It's bad, man.
Hey,
I would-
Sheldon
I-
said you said they was gonna be giving out tickets this week.
They couldn't even pass them out. People wouldn't even come in. They're like, nah, I got something to do. I ain't going in there.
That's how they doing, Mr. Sheldon. That's how they doing your girl, cause she ain't sold a goddamn ticket
Oh
yet.
my
Y'all
God!
going down there and
Oh,
help
but Jab Queen, you gotta talk about her stellar undercard. She got the former world champion Ray J against the current world champion. What's that nigga name?
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. Now, you know
Wait. Hold on.
Mr. Sheldon clearly ain't been taking his medication. Cause
Mr. Shelton, what are you talking about? Are they doing that celebrity fight shit?
Yeah, on Clarissa Shield undercard.
That's sweet. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
But
anyway,
not even the other.
Willie,
the other
you know
boys ain't
damn
selling
well
shit
people gonna be rushing to buy them tickets to see
Ain't
Big
nobody buying
Lex
them damn tickets
against what's the girl name? Big Lex and T-Bob or what? Shake. Ain't nobody. Come on, man. Are you serious?
Hey, Jab Queen, can I say something about Carissa's show? This is gonna be kind of serious. Why did niggas get on her for living her life, and she's a female, and niggas talk about her like she's like they want to beat her up and stuff like that? I don't understand this.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They talk shit about her personal life. It's just weird. I never seen dudes talk about another woman's personal life like a soap opera. It's a weird type of gossip. Like you know, she's trying to be cute. That type of talk. Like
yeah.
Like, who does that?
Oh, you
Nobody
mean
does
talking
that.
about you talking?
Oh no, people do talk like that. People
I guess they do. I don't. I mean, I just wanted to slap.
I just heard it. I've been hearing it this last year. I've been hearing dudes sit up there and just go off on. He's going off on her, and I'm like,
if it was up to me,
I will say this: there are a lot of men content creators that cover her, which is a little bit weird.
Right.
But I mean, she puts her personal business on display. People are going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't be proudly running around here with a married man and think no one is going to say anything. I mean, that's just absurd.
But
yeah,
if you a dude,
but you're a dude.
Yeah, you're a
like
dude.
If Mike Tyson was if he was going around cheating on his female, we ain't gonna be saying, "Oh, he's cheating on his girl." Blah blah.
Because most of y'all niggas don't care about stuff like that.
But why should we care about? We don't should care about women doing it.
Hold on, because y'all do. You know, y'all were quick to count a woman's body count quicker than y'all count a man. Like a man can have 3-4 different baby mamas, but if a woman has 3 or 4, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that. So
let me say this.
it's not a double standard.
No.
It's not a double standard when it comes to the same thing.
Let me say this to Willie, Jab. Let me say this to Willie.
Hold on,
Willie,
one at a time.
You acting like it ain't a double. You acting like it ain't a double standard in America, man. It's a double standard.
Most niggas I know don't sit there and talk about a female like
Cardi
she's
B or something like that.
Cardi
B did this. Like what the?
Yeah, like that's what. Yeah, it's like some kind of gossip. It's a gossip.
But that's not true. That's not true because niggas gossip all the time. Y'all gossip about other men. So why the hell is it? Why is it hard to believe that y'all gossip? Men gossip more than women. Let me tell you something. Niggas talk. Yes, they do. Let me tell you something.
More than women. They do.
They sure do. They absolutely 1000% do. And I know this because I run with a lot of niggas, and a lot of my uncles do the same shit. They will sit around and talk about the girls that they slept with like that girl is nothing. I have seen them do it. I have been around them doing it. So that's how I know most of these bitches' business. They run around here like they cute. Girl, you don't know. I know you don't slept with this one. You know how I know? Because they told me. Men gossip more than women.
We don't do that, big dog.
No, but it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. It's the females go into detail about the situation. A dude would say, like say this. They would be like, "Did you fuck?" Yep. Okay, let's get back to playing Madden. A female would have a straight 25-minute conversation.
I done heard y'all.
I don't know. That's not me.
some of y'all get on this panel and do it. So I know that's a damn lie. The
But
amount of
this is
men
me,
that I
Jab
saw
Queen.
talking, wait a minute, the amount of men that I saw go into CSI mode about Gervonta Tank Davis's personal business,
nasty.
I know for a fact that's cap. Y'all niggas do it all the time, and y'all do it more. I mean, prime investigations opened up. I was about to start submitting some of y'all to go work down at the goddamn forensic files.
Jab
The way
Queen,
y'all
I
was
didn't
all
see
up
that
in
video.
this
Queen, look
shit.
at the nigga,
Yeah,
look
Queen,
at
we're
the
not
content
gonna.
creators that go at each other. Look
Jab
how they
Queen,
do each other.
I didn't see that
Yeah,
video till like a year
yeah,
later, Jab
yeah.
Queen. Like I
They
do
go
not
at
follow
each
no
other
niggas.
like that. Nigga,
I
yo,
don't
you went to jail. You got a DUI. They go at each other like that.
I don't
Niggas gossip
follow
more than bitches.
I don't follow niggas court cases, and I damn sure don't follow niggas females for sure. And if a nigga asks me, if a girl come up and hug me and then nigga be like, "Did you hit that?" I say no. I don't like telling niggas if I hit it.
Mr. Shelton, you gotta do something about that dog, baby.
I tell
Yeah,
niggas
well,
no.
that's
I don't
you,
like
Faze.
saying
I'm
my
talking
business.
about. Thank God. But I'm talking about the majority of these niggas. I don't want to hear that. But to Big
It's a
Dog Willie's point,
detail. I don't know.
it is weird. It is weird,
Covering a
Big Dog Willie.
female
I
like
will
that,
say
yeah.
the majority of men that I see covering her, talking about her clothes and her hair and all of that kind of stuff, it is
Yeah.
weird to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a little weird. But I mean, for whatever reason, niggas is doing it. You know,
Well, they come on here to say this, Jab. I lose respect for men who sit up there and talk about a female, and just because she said she can beat up a dude, okay, fine, let her say that. Who cares? I
no,
mean,
it's not let her say that. It's not let her say. See, that's the problem. Some of y'all
you
will
can't let her
ignore
say
some of
that.
the shit that see, and this is how it gets out of control, right? This is why there's so many women walking around here thinking they can beat men with
no,
an
no,
attitude
that's
and a
I
mentality. Like,
know.
let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish. With an
okay, Quinn.
attitude, with an attitude and a mentality like that, you have to nip that shit in the bud because that's the type of chick that'll run up on you and really think she could do something with you. Those are the type of females that you have to put in their place. Because if you don't, you're going to be in a world of damn trouble, or she's going to have you in a world of trouble. Look at that interview that she did when she was over there with what was that other video vixen that she did the interview with? And she out there talking about something, oh, Pap will beat up 50 Cent, this and that. You trying to get your man in trouble. Females like that are very dangerous.
They are.
You understand what I'm saying? So you
I
have
hear
to
you.
you
Then
have to
somebody
nip
fuck
stuff like
around and
that in the
take her
bud.
opponent and beat her ass up. Then you be trying to put the nigga in jail.
Yeah, so you can't let her
I
get
hear
away
what you're
with stuff
saying.
like that.
Yeah, you have
You
a
can't let her
point,
get away
but
with stuff like
I'm
that.
from the person like let her learn the hard way type shit. She went up on a nigga and get knocked out. That's on her.
Big Dog Willie, that's exactly my point.
But it's not
That's
gonna be
exactly
on
my
her. They're gonna try to put the nigga in jail for knocking her out.
I mean, you can teach her, you can tell her whatever. If she thinks she can do that, think she do that. She probably beat up a bunch of grown men growing up. I mean, as she was as a kid, beating up.
Probably
Yeah.
some damn alcoholic, probably some alcoholics hanging outside
nope.
of a goddamn liquor store. But she's talking about she can beat other male boxers. That's a no-go. We
When
seen
she
her
was-
get put on
got
her
clipped.
ass by a nigga that Rolly knocked out. So come
What
on.
was that dude? A 30-pounder jab? He was a 30-pounder or 35-pounder?
Yeah.
And he knocked her
35
silly.
pounder.
Okay,
And he
y'all
knocked her
saying that.
silly.
Y'all saying
Come on,
that,
man.
but then look at
With
it like
gloves
this.
on and headgear.
Hold on,
And he
hold on,
knocked her
Sheldon.
silly.
I hear what you're saying, bro. But just think about her whole career, the Olympics and everything. How many niggas she done sparred and got in the ring with? She probably done beat a lot of niggas' ass for sure.
No, you think so, Faze?
Absolutely.
You think that Faze,
Absolutely.
you really think that Clarissa is beating these men, or do you think that they're in there with the mindset, I'm just helping this girl get some
They
work?
sparring.
You really think
You
that
think it's a
those
real
grown
fight?
men are letting her whoop them? Are you serious? The girl has 3 knockouts. You cannot be serious, Faze.
You think it's a real fight, Faze?
There are other women boxers who spar with men all the time. I had Shadeja on the show. She told me she sparred with Boots. She sparred with all of these other men. Alicia Bumgardner, Amanda Serrano. They still carry themselves like women with feminine energy. You can still know how to defend yourself and be a boxer in the ring, but when you step out of that ring, you are still a woman. Carry yourself and conduct yourself as
But
such.
Dab Queen, it's all right for you to say that. I don't want to hear no other nigga say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. You can sit there and make that.
Can she beat you
claim. Huh? Who?
Can she beat you?
Who?
Clarissa Shields.
Yes.
Clarissa Shields. Can she beat me up? I'm not gonna let no, because she come up to me. I was gonna push her down to the ground and hold her face into the ground. But I'm not gonna try to fight no female. I was gonna turn around and call the police on her. I had no time to fight no female. I had to go to work. I had to go to work the next day. I got to go to work the next day.
Big Dog Willie, call the police. This nigga, Big Dog Willie.
You a taxpayer? I ain't mad at you. Call the police on the bitch.
No, man, I don't have time for that. I had to go to work the next day. I ain't trying to be no court cases and shit like that. I got a family to provide for. No, man. I'm being serious, man. I ain't know. I'm too old to be doing shit like that.
that.
No,
Call
no,
the
no.
police on her
I
ass. She
understand.
crazy.
No,
Go
listen,
get her.
I ain't mad at that. Big Dog Willie said, "Help the police, help." Listen, when you a citizen, that's what you got to do. Shit, I would too. I know you better get your ass away from me, cause baby, I'm calling the pole 9. That's why I pay
Hey,
taxes,
her
honey.
face gonna be on the
Hey,
ground like
look,
a goddamn
in
icon.
California, Jab, in California, I'm not putting my hands on her. No, I'm calling the cops.
No, but it's just
Come
Big Dog
get her.
Willie. I get what you're saying, though, Big Dog Willie. The amount of men that do cover her and talk about her clothes and stuff, I find that completely weird. Although I am entertained by some of it, I still
I know
find it a
you are.
little.
I know you
Men are
are.
like,
But it's weird. It's
why
weird.
are you talking about? It is a little weird. Why are you men talking about her hair and all that stuff? Like, when y'all become such fashionistas, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. When you are a person of some sort of celebrity, people are going to talk about you. You know what I'm
But
saying? It's
Jab
all
Queen, I just want
about
to say
you
this
and
real
what you
quick.
give them to talk about.
I heard a nigga sit there. She said she should not be wearing that Victoria type bra. She should get a better cut. I heard niggas say that, and I was like, what?
Yep.
Well, now that's a
What?
little weird. He probably
Yeah,
wear his
you might be
girlfriend's high
good.
heels when she's
This
No,
is
there.
so
Yeah,
tacky
that's a
right
little
here.
weird.
This is so
no,
tacky.
but this is somebody that I'm not gonna mention his name, but it's somebody that we listen to sometimes, and I was like, come on,
Yeah, it gets
and
crazy.
so
I
and
don't
I
know
was
why they
like,
That's a
hate
little
Clarissa Shields
sassy.
like that. They don't
That's a
like
little
Chris.
sassy.
They don't
That's a
think
little sassy.
they
So
think
me
Clarissa
too.
Shields.
Me too, sexy Kendra. I'm right there
All
with
I
you,
wanted,
sexy Kendra. I'm
all I
right
Nah,
there
wanted
I
with
to
ain't
you.
do
fighting
is slap
nobody.
Alicia again. That's all I wanted to do. Every time she see Alicia, just
Well,
slap.
Mr. Shelton, you must got her bail money because that's assault, sir. And you can't
Well,
run
let her
around
go
here like
to jail. I mean, she tough. She's a tough
a
broad. She
She
says
wild
she
got
tougher
some
bull
than
money.
every broad
bear.
on the street. Let her go to jail. Let's see how tough she is.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my goodness.
Hey, this a
Anyway,
decent fight. They both looking kind of, I don't know. They both looking.
Pacheco.
They look like the
But
same
Alicia
level of
got to learn to
fighters.
keep her mouth closed too. Alicia talk a lot too. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut.
Now you
But
doing
Mr.
it, Sheldon. You
Shelton,
talking about these women, man. Leave these women alone.
I don't understand why y'all have such a big issue with that. I don't have a problem with that. When it comes to talking about their clothes and their hair and all of that, I find that a little weird. But men talking about women's boxing, I don't have anything wrong with that because they're still boxers, right? We're still talking about
I
the
think
sport.
it's
To
a
me,
personal life.
when
It's a
it's like
personal life.
when you, well, yeah, that
That's
to
what I'm
me
talking about.
is
I don't
like,
care
okay,
about her fighting, her going back and forth with Alyssa Baumgartner, and they're talking shit. Yeah, but I can go at that all day long. Like, oh, da 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 da. But when you say, oh, she like I said, the cut brawl shit, nigga, why you even talking about that?
Or even personality traits. Like it's a female. Like let a female be a female. Like I don't know.
but see, that's my issue, right? Like even with her, I think that a lot of the backlash she gets is because of how she conducts herself, because of the things that she comes out of her mouth and says. Like when you start antagonizing grown men, like, oh, I could beat Keith Thurman, I could beat Triple G, I could beat Jake Paul, I could beat this one, I could beat Rolly. Like when you start saying stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You would expect from men, like y'all said, oh, just ignore her, just ignore her. But what if one of these niggas one day be like, all right, bitch, let me catch you, let you run up in my face talking that, and I'm gonna show you why I'm a man and you're a woman.
Then she'll
Then y'all
learn.
be mad at him. But then
No,
y'all be mad at him. Oh, you shouldn't have hit her. This, that, and the third. But you
No, I
can't do.
wouldn't.
You
No,
have
I
to keep
wouldn't.
that. Let me
no,
tell
I
you
Y'all be
something.
the
wouldn't. No,
same
I
niggas
wouldn't.
talking about
Let
why
me
he
tell you
beat on the
something.
girl.
No,
Why he
no,
did
no, I
that?
won't.
Let me
No,
tell
I
y'all something.
won't.
Have you niggas hit women in real life? Cut shit. Okay. Most of the time, what's gonna happen is she run up in a nigga face talking crazy. Y'all are emotional just like everybody else. Y'all are not trying to hear she's a woman. She get up in your face, putting her hands all up in your face, mush you or try to swing on you. Y'all gonna put her ass down. That's just what it is. That's human nature. That's response. That's all of that kind of stuff. So the problem becomes when she's running around here like she is a man. There's other female champions that don't conduct themselves like that.
Yeah, Jack Queen. But if you put yourself in that position, you challenge a man in a man's face. I'm sorry, nobody can help you. That's your problem. But if she just
But
making
that's what I'm
comments, man.
saying.
If she just making comments, man, men is expected to bypass stuff that women say all the time. If
And
she making
That's
just
what
let her
comments,
y'all are
talk.
expected to
yeah, just
do.
let her
That's what
talk.
y'all are expected.
Just
And
let her
that's what
talk.
they've done. You didn't see Keith Thurman respond. You didn't see, even when Rolly was
Right,
asked, he was like, she
right.
would beat me up because I don't hit women. So those are the proper responses. But you have some of these men who are not going to want to hear that, who ain't going to want her in their face yappity,
But
yappity, yappity.
but my thing is, if Keith Thurman and Rolly said, whatever, why is all these content creator guys over here talking about her and then go all the way to her personal life and everything else when them dudes didn't even really care about the comment.
Cha-ching. That's what money.
I'm about to say, and here's the thing: a lot of them are bloggers, and they blog about celebrities. And let's be honest, the only reason that they're talking about her is her connection to Remy Ma and Papoose. Other than that, nobody will be talking about Clarissa like this. Nobody gave a damn when she was with Tony Rich. Nobody cared. But it's the fact that she's sleeping with a big celebrity's husband that makes it more entertaining for the bloggers that covers celebrity gossip. She just kind of entangled herself into it. So now you win it.
But you're talking about fancying themselves as boxing content creators.
No,
That's
I'm not
what
talking about the boxing content. I don't know who the hell is doing that as a boxing.
Oh, there's a number of them. Oh, there's a number of them.
I'm talking about the bloggers. I'm talking about the bloggers. I'm not talking about that other stuff.
It's
weird. That's what I'm getting at.
Y'all want to be treated differently. Make up y'all minds. I don't know who want her to quit it so much because I clearly just said if she get up in a nigga face and they knock her ass down to the ground. So I clearly believe in equality.
He getting his ass whooped, Jab Queen.
That's what I'm. Who Pacheco?
Emmanuel is getting beat up.
Oh, okay.
Aleem, yeah. Pacheco got a nice style. He's stepping in and out. I like what he's doing.
Okay, so he looking good under Buddy McGirt? He looking good?
Yeah, he looking pretty good.
He's looking good against this guy.
Buddy McGirt's a good trainer. I don't know why he resets a lot of people.
Exactly. One hit it quitter. That's my whole entire point.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You cannot dictate how someone reacts to disrespect.
Oh my God.
And you cannot dictate to how somebody reacts to disrespect, and you cannot dictate my level of reaction either. Just because you slap me doesn't mean I don't have the right to kick your ass down a flight of stairs.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
God,
your level 1, your level 5 may be my level 1, and I'm just not that type of person. You can't dictate stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I learned that early, Jab Queen. I remember my earliest memory learning that from my big cousin. We'll be sitting there watching cartoons, and niggas flick rubber bands. I'll flick a rubber band at him. And that nigga grab like a mini bat and just like hit a nigga with it. And I'll be like, nigga, all I did was flick a little rubber band at you. He was like, so what? You shouldn't have did it. If you wouldn't have did it, you wouldn't have had to worry about nothing coming back at you.
You can't tell people how to respond to disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And you just never know when you that last little drop to make the water overflow. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. People out here moving crazy. But to Big Dog Willie's point, I don't know what boxing content creator is talking about that girl's hair or talking about that girl's.
Who said it then, Big Dog?
I'm not going to go there.
He gonna knock this dude out, Jab Queen. He about to knock this dude out.
That's a good look for Pacheco. That's a good look for Pacheco then.
Yeah, because he be ducking. They said he had 2 title shots.
But okay, so yeah, he did turn him down. But let me ask y'all this then: is Pacheco good enough to compete at the highest level? What is he at 168?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, no.
You might as well just throw him in there. Just throw him in, see what you can do.
Yeah,
that's what he's fighting for.
Squabble up.
I mean, Jab, he's 26 fights in. If he ain't ready now, when's he gonna be ready?
He needs, that's what I'm saying. Let him. That's what he's fighting for, right? To be a champion.
No, this ain't no championship. Oh yeah, you talking about in general.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he's fighting for, not for.
He's like Virgil. He's the undisputed interim champ.
Okay, so Aircraft said he got the ability to fight at the highest level.
Oh, he doing this thing. I mean, he way taller.
Well, let's see it. He's 26 fights in. He just turned down the fight with Shiraz. He's 26 fights in. Let's see it. Get in there with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of fighters at 168. Who can he fight? I mean, there's a couple of people he can fight.
Ain't Hunter McGee fighting soon?
Is Plant still fighting?
He can fight Plant. He can fight Charlo. Charlo can't go out the country. He can fight him.
I don't know what Plant is doing. I don't really know.
I know, but that's a step-up fight. That's a step-up fight. Fight Plant. It's a step-up fight. Charlo. What's the name?
Lester Martinez.
Dudu Andre. Is Dudu Andre still fighting? I don't know.
No. I'm gonna say for sure.
Andre fighting in 2 weeks. He got to fight in 2 weeks.
That's another person you can fight. Look at that. Yeah, Dudu Andre, and just keep on going. I mean, That's a step up fight. Then after that, try to get somebody bigger. I don't, but he's 20. How old is Pacheco?
Like
Sexy
27.
Ken just said the undisputed interim champ.
He's the undisputed interim champion. Yeah, yes, he is.
Oh my God, that sounds so crazy.
How old is Pacheco? How old is he?
26, 27, something like that. He's
Oh,
young,
he's
dude.
still young. He needs to jump in there with them old niggas and beat their asses so he can get some kind of credibility, and then he can get up
He got
there
the
and fight somebody.
He got the
Huh?
WBO interim and he got the WBC interim. So he's the undisputed interim champ.
Kind of like what Ntama was doing, building his name by fighting some of the older guys.
Yeah.
But he has a nice fight coming up with Herkovic though.
He gonna knock Herkovic out.
Nah, I want to see Charlo fight this dude Pacheco.
Hey, that's a fight for him. That should be his next fight. Janabek's coming back. He should fight Janabek.
No, Charlo.
He coming back after that pop. He just popped dirty, didn't he? They letting him back.
Yeah, he's on his way back. He should be back soon.
Janabek ain't gonna take that fight.
And Janabek only lost one belt. Janabek still got that other belt.
Janabek is at 60 though. What y'all talking about?
But he gonna move up. He's not coming back to 60. He said he's moving up.
He's not gonna fight Pacheco off of that. No. Not off the back. Not off the back.
He got the WBO. Who got the WBO at 168?
Shiraz.
Janabek and Shiraz.
Nah, Janabek ain't going up there and fighting no Shiraz.
I mean, he got the WBO. That's the
I
only
think
way
he's trying to make Shiraz is trying to make his way to Canelo. So I think he's gonna try and fight Jaime Munguia after his fight. When did he fight? In September or when did he fight?
He fights on the AJ card, Jab. He fights on the AJ card.
Yeah. So that's next week, ain't it?
Next Saturday.
I gotta check
Yeah,
my
all
schedule. Okay, that's what I thought.
Right, Aircraft. It ain't no old champions at 68. Them dudes all young, and they all.
I'm talking about some of the old guards though, like
that's
Boo Boo and Plant and I guess now Charlo. I mean, so
when you look at it, Jab Queen,
Charlo beat the shit out of Pacheco.
I like to see it too.
I like to see it. I'm not gonna say beat the shit out of him. I'm not gonna say that.
All of them taking too much time off too, and he be drinking a lot.
Pacheco.
This is true.
Pacheco tall as shit too. Like, how tall is this dude?
We like 6'3".
Yeah, he like 6'3". Shit, I got measured yesterday. I'm 6'3.5".
What's the white dude from Canada? What's his name? Benavides beat up. What's his name?
No, you're not talking about.
What's his name? He had like is it Lemieux?
Oh, Pacheco going for it.
That dude retired. Lemieux been retired.
He retired when he retired.
You better not.
About 2 years ago.
Oh, he's 6. I'm sorry, he's 6'4". He's 6. Diego Pacheco is 6'4".
Man, stop looking like you about to stop this fight.
Yeah, he almost had him right there. FaZe. He almost had him.
Why the
He hurt him to the body.
Why the ref looking like he finna jump in?
You don't think what Aircraft? You don't think that Charlo could beat Pacheco?
I don't think he can either.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what it is.
me.
I'm taking Charlo over anybody up there. That's just what it is.
Over anybody. Over Canelo?
Over anybody? Okay, let me know. Let me know when you bet. Unless you gonna bet with the sports book, bet with me.
The problem is, Mr. Sheldon, is fucking Charlo keep fighting bum ass niggas, and it's kind of annoying because I like Charlo. I think he can fight, but he keep fighting bums.
Well, he's getting kind of old, and you think he can beat up Canelo?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Canelo, he's lost.
Well, we know his brother couldn't do it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
He a different monster than his brother.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He had a lot of time off too. Is it Canelo? Canelo fights like what 3 times a year? And he really doesn't. He doesn't really get hurt.
Yeah.
That's a talk that has to do with.
I'm talking about hurt. I'm talking about.
So they fighting in October, right, Willie? And he fighting Billy in October.
We don't know now. Well, it was September. Did they change it to October?
I thought it was in September. I thought you.
No, they changed that. They
changed it to October because Canelo said he wanted to finish watching the World Cup.
No, shut up.
Full of shit. Canelo full of shit. Canelo lost his Mexican holidays. That's what really happened. He full of shit.
That's what he said. He said he wanted to finish watching the World Cup.
World Cup ends tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. He wanted to finish watching the World Cup.
Oh, the guy quit. This guy quit, Aleem. Or you watching the Spanish card, TD? Talk to me.
Oh, you ahead of me. Whoever that is, they're ahead. Oh.
Oh, Puyo won. Oh, that's my nigga. I'm glad. Okay, Puyo. We back, baby.
I think that's
Yeah,
for a
we
belt
back,
too,
baby.
Jab Queen. Is that for a belt, Puyo?
The Puyo fight?
Yeah. I think that's for a
didn't
belt.
see
Let me
that.
see.
Let me see. 10
Puyo.
round. It was a 10 rounder. I don't know.
Oh, 10 rounder. Oh yeah, no, that's not for a belt. I don't think. Nope.
Mm-mm.
No, that ain't no belt. That's
No,
an
it ain't for no
eliminator.
belt.
I think that's
Yeah.
an eliminator.
Yeah, we back, baby. Yeah, Puyo. Stop playing with you. Stop playing with you.
That's your guy, Jab, Alberto Puello. That's your guy.
I love Puello. When he fought Matias, I really thought that he got cheated. You know, I like Matias too, but I like Puello. He's a tough cookie. Pacheco Means with Buddy. Okay, Aircraft. I'm gonna have to see what y'all niggas talking about because y'all be gassing sometimes. But
You know, I enjoy this. Jab Queen, I enjoy this conversation. We're not talking about the soap opera between the three fighters that we always talk about. This is different. This is enjoyable. My blood pressure's not going up. Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, no, I wanted to definitely bring the EJ conversation because I think it's important to have how we think he looks, and I know that a lot of people are just kind of at the heart EJ, but I kind of wanted to open up their mind and see like what they really thought and how they felt about some of the things that could happen in this fight. Not saying they will. I know a lot of people are going to bet EJ regardless, but there are some things to consider. You know what I'm saying? And then, just other fights that are on, because there's other things to talk about besides those niggas. I'm tired of talking about them. They ain't doing nothing.
Thank you, sister. You talk about
Big
them
dog
niggas every day.
Shakur ain't
No. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear none of their names. I just want to leave them out of it.
Shakur ain't doing nothing.
No. Don't do it. I don't want to.
Yeah,
this is not what we're going to do.
It's done.
I don't want to do. This is not what we're trying to do.
He said it's done. All right. Well, good. It's a good phase. Now moving back to the conversation at hand.
Yeah.
What do we think? Okay. So look, y'all think that hold on phase.
Okay.
Y'all think that Pacheco looked all that. So who we see next for Pacheco then?
Champions. That's what he need. Champions.
I say if you're not a champion, you got to fight somebody to win the old guards.
You know who I want him to fight? If he can get to fight, he should fight Trevor McCumbee.
I think he went to 75, Sheldon.
Trevor McCumbee.
Yeah,
He's not bad. Yeah, he's the one that plant. Yeah.
So he went to 75? Yeah, 75?
Yeah, and he got some power too. Sneaky power.
You know what's
Because
crazy?
at 68, there's really nobody there.
Yeah, it's really not. I'm about to say. You know what's crazy though? At 75, who we got at 75 is Morel at 75. Morel's at 75. What's he got at 68?
And he lost. He got beat. Ooh, that was a bad loss too.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Well, how does he come back from that? How does he come back from that loss?
Do y'all think that maybe he fought David Benavidez too soon?
No,
because he hasn't been looking good since.
I've been telling him that.
No,
They should never put that never fight dude.
Man, you can't say this about these fighters. They fight who they have to fight, and
no, man, that dude had 11 fights.
One at a time. Yeah,
he's Olympian. He's Olympian.
One at a time.
What's that got to do with the pros? They don't fight 3 rounds in the pros.
Only 4 of us up here, one at a time.
But my question is this: so, but he only had 11 fights, though. Do you think that it was that he was a little bit too early to get in? Because he could have fought other people. He didn't have to fight David Benavidez right then.
Yeah.
The only reason I ask is because he hasn't really looked that great ever since then. He did okay in that fight, but ever since then he's been on shaky ground.
Hey,
I know. Right. I think
Caleb was getting his ass whooped till he took McCumbee to the inside, beat the shit out of McCumbee.
Who's he with? Who's he's with? What's his name? From Texas. What's his name? Who's
who with, baby?
Who we just talking about? Morel. Yeah, he's with.
I thought he was with Buddy McGirt too. No,
he's with Ismail Salas.
Morel.
He's with Ismail Salas.
Yes,
he's with Ismail Salas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't he with somebody else before that?
Yeah.
He was with Ronnie Shields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why did he change trainers?
I don't know.
I think Ronnie Shields got rid of him personally.
Yeah, they said he's a party animal.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean,
I really wish people would stop saying he was an Olympian. The difference between the Olympics and the pros, they don't fight 3 rounds in the pros. They fight 12.
yeah, but I was saying that because the Olympian, like what I'm talking about, like Keyshawn and Mayweather and Ali, they came in with higher boxing IQs than most people. Lomachenko. There's a difference when with the boxing IQ type of thing. So, but if you're not staying on his game, he's not living a boxer lifestyle. There you go.
Hey Sheldon, your mic doing that shit again, man. It's just all fucked up.
I said that, you know what, Big Dog Willie, it's interesting that you say that because I was saying that before too. Like, he seems to be playing too much in the ring. That's what got his ass caught a couple fights ago. Who was that Russian nigga that dropped him on the undercard of wasn't it the undercard of Berlanga and Shiraz? Hey DJ baby. Big Dog Willie, you gotta do something about that, baby. It's no real debate, DJ. We're actually just talking about yes, baby. We're actually just talking about EJ, how he looks, how we feel he's gonna look next week, and then we just kind of snowballed into what's going on the cards today. Diego Pacheco looked great from what everybody's telling me, so we're trying to see who's up next for him to fight. Maybe get him a real belt instead of becoming a 3-time interim champion. But yeah, I thought that I think he plays too much. The same way I feel Ben Whitaker plays too damn much in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I don't know. They gotta stop.
I think he's gonna be a problem though, John Queen. I think he's gonna be a problem.
Pacheco?
Nah, Ben Whitaker. I think Ben Whitaker's gonna be a problem.
I don't know. Right now,
I don't know too.
Resume.
I don't know too. Yeah, I'm a jab queen. That's I don't know either.
Because you know
he
what
ain't fought nobody yet. He still ain't fought nobody.
He ain't fought nobody, and I don't know if he can fight nobody because he was offered the fight with Benavidez, but Matchroom Eddie Hearn turned that down.
Wouldn't you?
I would too. Shit.
But they let David Morrell fight him.
Could David Morrell say he can beat him up?
David Morrell, no. Put the context to it. David Morrell chased him. He went to 75. David Morrell followed him to 75.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
But he was big as hell for that division too, though. At the same time,
David Morrell.
Yeah, he was big for 168. Like it seemed like both of them.
So David said, "Oh, so you really do want this ass whooping, huh? Okay, I'm gonna give it to you."
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I don't think it was too ready for him. I think he fought a great fight, and whenever you have a great fight like that, I mean, I think he even dropped David one time. Whenever you have a great fight like that, I can't say the guy wasn't ready. You know, he was.
But like Jab Queen said, what happened after that fight? He been looking like trash ever since.
He was.
I didn't say trash, Mr. Shelton.
That was by far his best.
That Russian didn't beat the Hebrew shit out of him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that was his best performance against
Mr.
David.
Shelton,
though.
You are terrible, bro. I cannot. You are terrible. That was his best performance to me.
Yeah. He fought like a dog. He the first person I've seen go head to head. And
what about the substitute teacher? Didn't the substitute teacher knock him out? Didn't the substitute teacher knock him out?
Mr. Shelton gotta stop this shit. What substitute teacher?
Yeah, that one dude did knock him out.
The one that just knocked him out.
Just knocked him out. The one that he just got beat up by.
Oh, he was a substitute teacher? Or Mr. Shelton just making that up?
I think he was a teacher. Was he a teacher?
He was a substitute teacher.
Yeah, I think he was a teacher. Yeah. I don't know about substitute. I know he was. Yeah, that was like one of his jobs.
Oh my goodness. So I mean, my God.
Was he a late scratch too?
Late replacement.
Yeah.
He was supposed to fight Callum Smith.
Oh, those are always dangerous. Yeah,
but getting knocked out though. Getting knocked out. I can see him losing the fight, but getting knocked out is something different though.
I mean, yeah, that is something different. I mean, listen. Jesus Christ. So
and Callum Smith, now I'm starting to think Callum Smith was bullshitting because now Callum Smith got a mandatory with Bivol.
Well, that's because Bivol doesn't want to do the trilogy with Bivol. I mean, Bivol with
Beterbiev. Would you?
I mean, aren't they?
Isn't that dude? Benavidez is like, I mean, Benavidez is like 42 years old.
Yep.
Come
He
on,
been waiting on
man.
that
I
damn
wouldn't want to
trilogy
fight
for
that
160
dude.
years.
42
He didn't
or
want to
not.
fight Benavidez. He didn't want to fight Benavidez either. He
Yeah,
don't
but
want to
That's
fight
what I
nobody.
said.
he
He won't fight
waiting dudes
nobody.
out. He waiting dudes out. He should have been took that fight. They was gonna pay him $20 million or something like
Who can
that.
he wait out? He's 38 years old.
Well, he's
Bivol can't
waiting
wait
out.
everybody out.
He's weighing out Better B because
He
Better
waiting
B
out
is
his damn
older than
self
him,
because he getting old too.
Yeah.
But he getting old right along with them.
and nobody talk about it. That dude been ducking. Real talk.
Oh, I talked about it. I put his ass as duck of the DuckTales. He had DuckTales.
Yeah,
I've
he
been
ducking
watching
like a
his
motherfucker.
ass.
He ducking hard too.
I've been watching his ass. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what happens with a lot of these boys and how these divisions start to shake out because as we can see, we don't know it's a lot of purse bids happening. We don't know what's gonna happen with a lot of fights. So we shall see. I'm anxious to see. I really want to see next week to see what how Richardson Hitchens looks against his opponent. I heard his opponent is pretty tough. Edgar Berlanga, who the hell knows what he got going on? Who knows if he'll win?
They got Butler beating Berlanga, though. People got Butler beating Berlanga.
Huh? People got Butler beating Berlanga?
Yeah, most people got I got Butler beating Berlanga.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Because is that based on his last fight with Shiraz or just in general?
That's based on the fact that Berlanga's not very good. He's not very
I
good.
was about to say, I agree with that because I'm about to say that's my assessment. Mine would be based on the fact that I just don't think that highly of Edgar Berlanga. I mean, like I said, I love his energy. I love all that, but he's another one that I don't think takes the sport as seriously as he should. He's more concerned with jewelry and making his little tired songs than really staying focused.
He's the king of New York. Jab?
Child, please. Child, please. Child, please.
I might get off of here, you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, I'm about to shut it down. Yeah, you have a good night. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, BK. I was thinking that too. All right, baby. Of course. I was thinking that too, BW. I was thinking like Edgar Berlanga, he might got a fight. I mean, Africa, people was telling me he got he got a fight on his hands. So, oh, you're gonna interview Butler? Okay, that's what's up, TD. Text me so I could come watch it. Because I don't really know much about him. So text me if you interview him so I could come watch it and just see what's going on with him. But yeah, guys, I mean, great fight card. It was a lot of fights on tonight, so I'm sure we missed plenty. I definitely just wanted to bring that EJ conversation to the forefront. And y'all know the fight is next week, so we'll probably talk more about it. I just, just some questions that I have surrounding the fight and what we think will happen. He is in Australia. I don't know if he went out there in enough time. You know what I'm saying? Well, he did just touch down earlier this week. I think he should have been out there to get a little bit more acclimated. But again, these are things that we can visit because all of these things will be playing a part in this fight, whether we believe it or not. Okay, TD, just text me if you end up doing it so I can tune in because I definitely want to see it. And then next week, y'all know we got Edgar Berlanga, Mr. Leanback. We got Africa, you know what I'm saying, on that card. So we'll see how it shapes up. Africa, he need to get off of the fight hype, child, and get in that damn gym. And make something happen. But he doesn't look too bad at 147. Hopefully, we'll see if he's stronger. Maybe he doesn't have to cut as much weight, so he may be stronger. And we'll go from there. But this summer, we giving us some really good fights. I think we got the AJ fight next week with Pagana. Also on that card is Shiraz. It's a couple other cats on that card. So I'll have the fight card pulled up before we get into it, of course. But oh, you know what? Yeah, I can't wait to see how Stephen Fulton looks next week too, after him getting beat by Oshaki Foster. So we can get into that too. We'll get into the card next week, of course. But thank y'all so much. Down goes Aleem. Okay, goodness gracious. Let me get up over here. Oh, he went down? Aircrafty. Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, entertaining Mother and her antics. If y'all are not already subscribed to Jab Queen Boxing, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. If you are watching the playback, also make sure you hit that like button or subscribe if you are not already subscribed. But y'all, yeah, cool boy, he's okay. But y'all have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the fight. And until next time, y'all know what to do, baby. Catch me on a panel. Peace.